Hello. Hi.
Somebody's,
How are you doing
muted.
tonight?
Somebody's muted.
Yay!
Hey, everybody.
There
I
you go.
boomered it. I totally boomered it. This is typical,
Wow.
Mark.
It's
I
my
totally
fault.
boomered.
But I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm rubbing off on you, Mark. Sorry about that.
Remember, I did that Thursday night. So.
Yeah. The Hell Geek and everyone. Yeah. So as I was saying, in the intro, which you didn't hear, hopefully I can get it right this time. But yeah, I was traveling this weekend, parents' weekend up at my son's college. So I got back tonight just in time to see the Cowboys lose, and thankfully I didn't really get to watch much of the Giants, so that was nice too. And JT Kirk says, "Yeah, hanging, Mark." So let me do a proper introduction, which I did before. So we've got clobbering times here.
Hey, Lemon, hey, Geek and I, hey, Bro Goo, my buddy from my neck of the woods. And who else? Who else is here? JT Kirk's here.
JT Kirk's here. Yeah. We'll say hi, everyone. Of course, we got to play this.
Thanks. Wagnar's here too, and Larry, and Brian Hepburn, Maddie's daddy.
Gang's all here. So hopefully, Maddie's daddy, aka Thor, can pop in, maybe depending on what's happening in his neck of the woods. He might be busy. Yep. And of course, we've got the ever awesome Dad Man here.
Over that way.
God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Good thing I didn't play that with it within 8 seconds of the opening.
Can I say it unfiltered though?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Oh wait, that was you on the tape too. Yeah. So
Yes,
an encore performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was free. I'll have to charge
That
you
was
one
free.
day, no.
Yes, I know where the Geek and I is located, but yeah, we changed time zones here in the States. We're trying to get rid of that stupid time zone, or daylight savings time. I mean, change time zones. That'd be pretty impressive if I moved my house. But yeah, we have daylight savings time here in the States. I don't do most countries probably don't even have daylight savings time, right? I'm guessing
Only our dumbasses.
Only our dumbasses. Oh,
Yeah.
he's in Texas. Yeah, well, that's a different country from the Northeast here. That's for sure.
And not even our whole country.
Yeah. Arizona doesn't do it, right? Maybe Hawaii doesn't.
They're on Arizona
All those
time.
People. We're Arizona time. Yep. So we got Gwagnar here, of course. And Gwagnar, thank you for doing this awesome, all this awesome artwork. This is very cool. Yep. I got a giant Reese's peanut butter cup. I got clam pizza. I got a rock. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Oh, by
our
the way,
clubhouse.
you're gonna be buying me some clam pizza. It looks like coming up soon.
Yes, I am.
All
I'm going to
right.
figure out if I can send it all the way from Pepe's or I have to get it out from there. But I don't think
we'll
Pepe's delivers from New Haven to Florida.
I got a place down here. We've already
You
done
did find a
research
place,
on it.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that's, I'm glad. Yeah, congratulations to the Dad Man for hitting the 500 sub mark.
Congrats.
It's pretty
Hey,
awesome.
thank you. Yay.
JT Kirk says other countries have it too, so that makes us feel better that we're not only the only.
There you go.
Oh, good. Yeah, a lot of other places are idiotic like us.
Yes, it's so useless now. It really is.
Yeah, no, it's a pain. Yeah. Well, Nixon actually got rid of it in 72, I think, or 73. It only lasted a year, and then they went right back to it. But what you gonna do? I think the Senate voted for it.
Good old
the
Nixon.
House didn't. Yeah, good old Nixon. Price controls, EPA, OSHA.
Actually, I don't like.
He was in
OSHA's
Star
horrible,
Trek 6.
Yeah,
He was in Star Trek 2. He was in Star Trek 6. He went to China.
mentioned.
Yeah. And
he was on Doctor Who.
It was on Doctor Who. That's right. Yep. JT Kirk, of course, we said is here. Let's see who else is on the list here. Brogu. Hail Brogu. Lemon pie. I had a lot of apples tonight. It was apple country upstate New York. So a lot of apples, no lemons.
Ooh,
tonight,
apples.
but-
What kind of apples?
I don't know. It was just a mixed bag of apples, but there was apple donuts, there was apple pie, there
Ooh,
was apple,
apple fritters.
Did you core apple?
Corey apple too. Hey, we got a super chat.
That's who sub. I hope I'm saying it right.
Chat you something? Is that CHF? Is that Swiss francs? If you don't mind saying where you are located, but that is super awesome. And if that is a Swiss, that's Confederation Helvetica, which Actually, I have dual citizenship, so I'm a Swiss citizen too. So if that's all the way from Switzerland, that's pretty wild. And thank you so much. Yeah, Swiss francs. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, my father was born in Geneva, so I don't have any family left there, unfortunately. But hail and
Do you ever go to that convention there that they have? That convention they have in Geneva?
yeah,
I've heard-
the Geneva Convention.
I've heard a lot
for
about
comic
it.
books. Yeah, no, I didn't
No.
go there. Yeah.
You got me on that one. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Had to think about that one.
Yeah, Tetsu. Yeah, growing up, we always had, of course, on our cars, we always had CH, and I was a little kid, and I'm like, Daddy, what does CH stand for? He's like, I can tell like a 5-year-old kid, Confederation Helvetica. So he's like, it stands for cheese, Swiss cheese. CH that was an inside joke. So if you see the CH, it would be on the car. So yeah. So yep, thank you. Oh, thank you for that, and welcome from Switzerland, which is great. Yeah. So we've got Texas, we got Switzerland, we got lots of countries, and Larry here, of course, is banging the rocks. Yep. So much appreciated. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So small world, as they say. Yep. Yep. So thank you, Tetsu. Yep. Hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, you don't want me to speak French. I don't know if you speak French or German or Italian, but yeah, my French accent is pretty bad. My dad always made fun of that, but hey, what you gonna do? But I guess tonight I was gonna cover some of the swag I got from Comic-Con. I mean, we did the 2 weeks of Comic-Con. In-depth coverage of my fantasy football team. No, just kidding. It's losing
Yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
come on. Let's
Are you
do
losing?
that. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, check out my fantasy football team, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit of some Beatles. You know, I love myself. I love the Beatles, so talk about their new final last song a little bit. I saw 70s Rock Fan did a little bit of show on that. I wish I could. He sent me the link, but I was traveling this weekend. I would have loved to have been there. But
Did you get it?
oh, actually, no, I watched the show. Oh, the
Did you song?
oh yeah, so I've been listening to a lot. Yeah, it's pretty darn good, I think. Yeah, so been enjoying that.
I'd like to hear that. Cool.
Yeah, well, I can't
Okay,
unfortunately. Yeah,
No,
It's on the YouTube,
It's
just
on
go-
YouTube,
yeah.
probably, right? Okay.
yeah, it's definitely on YouTube. Yep. JT, the
Yeah,
Beatles,
blue
right?
ones.
Oh, hey Claude, how's it going? Yep. The
Claude.
Beatles, the blue ones, right? Yeah, Blue Beetle. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, actually, my team is catching up now. Joe Burrow has 17 points.
Yeah, the Baton Rouge
I'm only
Bros are
down
on
by-
the.
I'm
They're,
down
on,
I'm down
Yeah,
by 10 points.
they're up 21-10. They're on the march about to score again, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Baton
who wants to?
Hmm?
Yeah, they're on the yeah, they're on the move. Yeah.
Baton Rouge
So,
Bros.
who wants to see my fantasy football team? Or we could do that, or you could see Neelix's feet, the special video that I.
Oh,
that I made.
man. No.
No.
No Tarantino stuff. No.
Your channel, dude.
Yeah, well, I guess so, but I might have to call in sick
Oh!
more after that.
Yep. A lot of people will.
Well,
You-
for fun, I'll show my fantasy football team. We're sports balling for 1 minute here. Let me zoom in. But this is, it's all statistic. Fantasy football and these kind of things are very nerd based. So of course I love Mustangs as a car.
Not
so
just
it's my
nerds. I mean, billions of people play it. Millions of people because they're the gamblers. They like to gamble.
team. Yeah, I like to gamble. Yeah, yeah.
And it keeps their interest in the games when their team loses.
Yep. So
It's actually pretty ingenious.
no, it's brilliant. It started with fantasy baseball, and
Yeah.
the guys, of course, didn't get any money from that who created that game, which they should have. Yeah. So, but yeah. So here, this is just silliness. But this is my fantasy football team, and
Burrow's having a big game.
he's having a big game. Yeah, if that
had
receiver had
Tyreek
made that
Hill?
catch, it'd have been big. I've got Higgins.
they-
I've got Higgins. Hill got shut down today.
Yep.
But so if anyone doesn't know how fantasy football works, you pick players, and this league's been going about like 20 years. So the funny thing is, my son is helping me with the league now when he's about to graduate college. So like my friends, some of these are friends from college that we've playing this league for so many years. So it's kind of funny. We're all joking like, should you have your kids help you? So so you pick your players, and then as they do score points or run or do things, then they get points, and you get points based on that. Like the Giants today, they lost 30-6. So my son, in his infinite wisdom, picked the New York Giants because the Jets are on the bench this week on the bye with the Jets defense.
Usually when a team fires a coach and they bring in an interim guy like that, Antonio, whatever the guy's name was, the team will actually play for that guy. And then they'll win a couple. They'll look kind of, well, this guy's good. And then they'll start losing again.
Then they start losing again. Yeah.
Or they get, or the coach gets the permanent gig the next year, and they go to tank. Well, especially when he gets the job, then the team tanks next year, or the players start rebelling the next year. All of a sudden, when he gets a full-time job, they don't. He's different.
You talk about one of the worst owners in football, Marc Davis, who fired the guy that all the players want. First, they fired the guy that everybody couldn't stand, Josh McDaniels, because nobody likes him. Then they fired the guy that all the players wished he'd got his job. They didn't fire him. Yeah. He just gave the job to somebody else.
Yep. Of course, it's an ex-Giant, though, so we like that. But who's the new coach? It's he
was just a
Giant. He's a New York Giant. Yeah, it was a New York Giant. So they beat the Giants today. Oh, Tetsu, yeah, that's a joke in our family too. Yeah, people, they always say, "Oh, my dad would say he's from Switzerland." People would say, "Oh, that's next to Sweden, right?" It's like, no, it's just because of the alphabet SW. Yeah, I say, "Oh, you're next to Sweden." It's like, no, pretty far away.
They're not from Sweden, Mac. They're from Norwegian. They're Norwegian. Remember the movie John Carpenter's thing?
Yeah.
You really want to say those crazy Swedes next? They're not Swedes, Doc. Jack. They're Norwegian. Remember the guys in that? Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, classic. We love quoting classic movies here. Yep. Oh, and another. You don't have to do that, Tetsu, but he says, "Bless the fellowship." Thank you, much appreciated. Well, it's great to get a tip from Switzerland. So,
indeed,
my kids actually just got their Swiss citizenship too, which is great. So, we got, and the interesting thing about Switzerland, you actually vote by referendum. So then their ballots just came in too to vote on the election that's coming up. So you can vote, vote absentee, obviously, and if you're a Swiss citizen living abroad. But they have all kinds of voter referendums, which are democracy in action. So you can vote on everything. It's really interesting. Yep. So thank you again. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that trailer for that new Ridley Scott movie about Napoleon?
I've seen one of them.
Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon.
Yeah. I did see that. Yep. It could be good. It could be interesting.
Looks interesting.
Could be good. Yep.
Anyway, sorry. I was wondering.
No. Yeah. People need a geography lesson. Yeah. We will. Hey, well, let's show Switzerland on the map because us Americans. Sometimes we don't know where the heck we are. Yeah. Let's show Switzerland on the map. Why not? Just so everyone gets a see. We get a geography lesson here. Around the world. So here's Switzerland, and of course. There's Sweden, so not very close, and and we're up here. You can see the Google Maps, where I can track my family. But yeah, so here's Switzerland there. So of course, do they have a nice? Let's see. Do they have? Let's see if we turn satellite off. Oh, there's the satellite. You can't really see the country lines there that well. No, thanks. I don't want to improve Google Maps right now. There we go. Yeah, there's Geneva. Yeah, they don't really show the country lines that well here. But anyway, that's where Switzerland is on the map if you needed to know. Oh, and of course I didn't. Jeez, I'm really out of it tonight. It's this time change. I didn't even show the map. As I'm totally booming it tonight.
Hey, your Muslim uncle's here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Muslim uncle. And he says, but his wife is Swedish. Her mom immigrated. That always confused me. One is Scandinavian, one had Vikings. And Geek and I is looking forward to Monarch's Legacy of Monsters.
Yeah,
cool.
I am.
Look cool. Yep.
When's that coming out, dude?
I'm not sure when that one's coming out yet. So let's see. All right, so here's Switzerland. So as I was boomering it before, here's Switzerland on the map. There's the shape of Switzerland here. They're really, and as I was saying, when you guys couldn't see it, they're not really showing the country lines that well. But so there's Sweden up there.
What's the elevation of those maps in Switzerland?
Well, of course, you got the Swiss Alps there. You know, the French the
Yeah.
Alps. So if you do terrain. There's the Alps there. So yeah, it's gorgeous when you go there. It's yeah, there's the big mountain ranges there. So that's that natural geography there. Let's see if we get let me go back to maps here. Let's see if we go to just like at a world map. Let's see. World map. Hope you guys don't think you're in geography class right now. Right? Here we go.
I love geography. I love geography.
Yeah, no. So let's see if we get to. Well, I got Greece there. Yep. Here we go. There we go. So there's Switzerland next to France. Yeah, it's a very small country, very tiny. Yep.
I see you. I see France. I see your. I'm sorry.
And then I love their fish. Yep. A natural fortress. Yeah. Definitely. When you go to Switzerland, everyone has a bomb shelter in their house. I don't know if they still have to do that by law, but so we're joking with my dad's good friend there. Like, Henry, you've got your bomb shelter's filled with wine, like with just bottles of wine. We're joking. What happens if you have a corkscrew? He's like, I can always smash open the top. You know, he just stored all his mushrooms and wine in there. He'd go mushroom picking and had pickled mushrooms. Yep. Oh yeah, don't forget the Italian Swiss Alps. That's for sure. Yep.
The Lord Alps those that Alps themselves. Yeah, they make that one. That's Groucho.
That's Groucho.
Yeah.
And JT Kirk always been to Switzerland once. Yep. Nice. Yep. Very nice. Yep. Very cool. So, yep. So there's our little teeny tiny geography lesson for the day. So I don't know how to help you in the real world, but yeah, you can see where all that good chocolate comes from. And the other thing that I'm addicted to is aromat or Mirador. So if you're Swiss, you always have that spice. It's the
you going to Mordor? No, Mirador.
Mirador.
Oops.
It's yeah, Mordor. Yeah, but Mordor has some good spices too. Maybe. Yeah. Well, Mirador there's a store in Switzerland called the Migros, and they sell their version of aromat. It's called Mirador. And yeah, it's like a salty yellow spice. I put corn. It's really not good on corn and eggs. So and salad. It's very good on salad. So I'm unfortunately addicted to that stuff. It's probably not not great for you, but it's like a salty spice. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh my God! They just showed something that Mark would eat was disgusting on the game.
What's that?
Commercial they showed.
Oh, commercial.
They're making all kind of cool, good steaks, but they have a steak and they put a friggin' lobster over it.
Oh, nice. Surf and turf.
On top of it.
Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Yep. Oh, and thank you for the your Muslim uncle says Swedish chocolate is good too. I can imagine. Yeah. And yeah, we do have highly cultured people in this chat. No, thank you for the comments. Great to hang out and have a fun discussion. Yep. and learn about different things, right? And it's good to sometimes admit when you don't know something either, right? So I always love to learn.
I don't know.
New things.
I
It is.
agree.
I think
I agree. I like having people on that I don't where I don't
bad.
know, like you guys with the comics. I mean, I like having you guys on, the artists, things like that. I actually find it a lot more stimulating trying to spend time learning about things I don't know about.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Me too.
Of course, my dad always used to say, he said, I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
No.
I would always joke about, not knowing something. But yeah. So why don't I show some of the swag I got from Comic-Con? I think I did show some of it last time, but let's we're highly cultured like yogurt. Yep. Let's show some of that cool swag that I got. And let me set up my camera here. So let's see here. Video capture. All right. Let's start cam. All right. I'm going to switch my microphone over. Let's head on over and change that. All right. Oh, I forgot to put this out on Discord. Let me put this out on. While we're doing that. I always forget to do Discord. I shouldn't forget the Discord. Mr. Angel did a nice job setting that up. So let me post that we're live on Discord. Yeah, because sometimes people look for the Discord to see that we're on.
Oh, Mr. Angel in his Discord.
Yeah, he loves Discord. Yep, he did a great job.
Does.
Yep. Does a lot of work. Yep. So let me send that out now. Okay. No, that's how we get Mr. Angel to show up sometime. I mean, and always across the world there, but sometimes he sees that and then he pops up. Oh, he's online now. So says he's on. So hopefully we'll see that now. Yep. All right. So let me move over to the desk here, and you guys can watch the chat, or other times you can put anything up, but play the Neelix's feed as much as you want. I'm on my other desk, so it's tough to see.
But you stop that. Dadgummit.
Hey, the more I annoy you, I got to play it once tonight at least. I'll warn everyone.
If you say so.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't think you played the feet one enough last night. Yeah.
All right.
Enough, Mark. Yeah.
All right, I will right now.
Bueller.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh my God.
All right. Here's some Comic-Con swag, and if people want to know, we'll play it after. Just we gotta. Groovy. That's a much better quote, right?
Yeah.
Or clip. Yep. So these are, I love Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, Hungry Boy said he couldn't be here today, unfortunately. I think he got to see this though. This is a classic Freedy from. Of course, it was on the Dungeon Master's Guide. If you remember, if you're a gamer, it was on the cover there. So they've got D&D figures right now. So they've got the Sorceress, the Freedy, and Gilthanki. I can never say Gilthanki. That's from Deities and no, that was from not Deities and Demigods. That was from what module was that from? I'm forgetting the name of the book, but that was on the cover. That guy was on the cover of one of the books. But what the heck was that book called? Hungry Boy's not here, but I'm forgetting what it is. But yeah, so this is pretty cool, and I do have the figure. Here's the Freedy.
We have a new member.
Oh, we have a new member. Oh, thank you.
Saba is a new member. All
Woo,
right.
congrats.
Awesome.
Yay. Welcome.
That's
excellent.
Thank you so much. Yep. My first member from Switzerland. It's great. Much appreciated. I got to play a clip for you then. But here's the or Mike, you pick something good to play.
Okay.
We get a new member. Yep.
I don't know what he's into.
Oh wow, he just gifted 5 memberships too.
Oh, the goodness.
Wow. So we got to play some good. Tatsu, what's your? What do you like? Star Trek, Star
Comics.
Wars, comics. Trying to play a good clip for you.
What's your
let us
thing?
know.
What's your thing?
Yeah.
Do what you want to do.
Or
Mark
name
won't
a
tell you.
favorite movie. We might have a clip of it. Yep. Yeah, and everyone's getting those memberships. Thank you so much. So we got Joseph Dredd, I think, got a membership. Claude Sailing, and Doc Fortune. It's tough to read from this far away, but yep. Lars says no women. Yep.
That one.
So here's the. Well, of course we could play that one. Yep.
Okay.
So here's the. Yeah.
You ready? I don't want to cut you off.
No, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yep. Yep.
Oh wait. Oh, there we go.
Brain and brain. What is brain?
All right.
Oh, Tatsu says, "Show me some Star Trek." So yeah, let's go to the Star Trek tab. Or
here's another one.
Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted.
Star Trek one.
yeah, keep doing a few more Star Trek ones. All right. Yep.
Okay. You got a bunch of that one.
Oh, I got a bunch of.
Hello, computer.
Scotty, you've got to get me some maneuvering power. I can't repair warp drive without a space dock. Then get me impulse power, half speed, quarter speed, anything. If we can get this Hulk moving, maybe we can do something.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
You're a healer. There's a patient.
That's an order. So, what's
Oh,
more?
fascinating. Do we have fascinating?
I
Yeah,
don't think you do. That'd be a good one to get, though.
That's a good. I got to add that to the list. I got to add fascinating to the list. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, you do have this.
You cooperate with us, and maybe we'll cut you in for a piece of the action.
And then, of course, the time-honored classic.
Your agonizer, please.
There we go. So now
Classic.
let's get back to the.
Captain, I must have some platinum. Small block would be sufficient, 5 or 6 pounds.
Mr. Spock, I've brought you some assorted vegetables, bologna and a hard roll for myself. The bag does not contain platinum, silver, or gold, nor is it likely to in the near future.
Captain, you're asking me to work with equipment which is hardly very far ahead of stone knives and bearskins.
This has to work.
Captain.
I didn't realize that one was that long. Sorry, I thought it was like.
No,
this,
that's
like,
okay. No, but it's all chopped. It's all chopped up. So
oh, there we
I
go.
played that one before. Yeah.
Some Trek for everybody. There you go. Nice.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tetsu. Yep. So here's
Rom.
more Star Trek. Rom, yeah. So this was at the Star Trek panel. I know, but I do like this banner though. I do love this banner with the California class starship and the Cerritos. I know we're not,
To coin a phrase from Raquel.
Yeah, but I like I love the font. Yeah. I love the design of that logo there. That's a great logo design. So they gave that out. Paramount gave it out with a comic book. Let's see, who else do we get? Comic-Con pickup. So we've got Frankenstein.
Yeah.
A monster.
Nice.
So the artwork is, a lot of times, we like opening up the action figures, but this is so cool with the artwork. I'll probably just leave them in there. So it's a Super 7. Or it's if you had enough money, you'd buy 2, open one, leave one in the box. But
how much were those? Pretty expensive?
You're pretty cheap, like $10.
Yeah.
Around $10. Yeah, they're not.
You wouldn't believe the stuff I found at Ollie's the other day with stuff that's already out there at Ollie's cheap. Some Marvel Legends stuff.
Yeah, I hear that Ollie's has a lot of great stuff right now. That
dude, almost every Star Wars figure that's coming out in the past is there. I mean, it's like half of what they are at the Walmart or more.
Well, they can't sell them, right? Because
and there are a lot of Marvel stuff too.
Yeah. Did you see the new Mr. Fantastic figure?
The one where they got the big
Yeah, the one I just got when he's coiled up.
Yeah, I have that one. I forgot I had it. I forgot how I got it. You know what? I forgot how I got it now. But I have it because I found it in my I found it yesterday.
Okay.
But they also had the little bitty, those little small ones, little throwback ones.
Yeah.
That look like the old. They're called Kenner art, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I had that. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic. There's like, it's like $5-6 or something.
Wow.
So how do those look? Do they really look like the old Kenner type figures?
Yeah. No. These are Marvel. We're talking about these Marvel characters that they never actually did any Kenner figures, but they put them in the box that says Kenner on them as if they were
okay.
like a throwback.
Yeah, which is a script
see, I'll tell you what. The reason why I
there
was
buying right there. That's it. That looks good. I wish they had that one. And they had a. I mean, I can't buy anything anymore. So I would have, even though not just because I can't afford it, I have no place to put it, but they had a pretty cool new Human Torch one, that latest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like $10, $12.
That's the $30 one. Is $10.
Yeah.
At Ollie's.
And they got a really cool Black Panther one, like the real comic accurate one, the good one.
Yeah. That one was like $30 too.
It's like
with the short cape.
It's $12.
With the short cape.
There's the one that doesn't have a transparent bubble. You have to buy. Oh man, that Falcon looks good. God.
Yeah, I love this Falcon. Yeah, but the artwork is so good too on the box. So I have this hanging on the wall.
And I passed on those.
Kenner didn't do these.
I passed on those figures just because I couldn't. I mean, there's nowhere to put them. I might go. I still would go back and get them. And well, Star Wars, you wouldn't believe the Star Wars figures.
Just loaded. Yeah, we don't have any Ollie's near us, but yeah, these figures are. So I have. I just grabbed these off the wall. I have Falcon and Thor hanging there. Do I have any more of these?
If I had kids to shop for, by the way, I would go in there and get everything right now because they got
set for Christmas, right?
They got a big old section just for toys that they're trying to get rid of. It's unreal.
Tatsu said he likes old stuff, so this is one of the Comic-Con special editions from San Diego.
Nice.
There's another same people reaction figure. So this is of course Maria. Oh, is this C-3PO? No, it's Maria the robot from
Metropolis.
Metropolis, and you got this cool coin that comes with it.
Fritz
so my friend was going to. Yep, Fritz Lang. Yep, my friend was going to San Diego Comic-Con. I'm like, Chris. I'm like, and it was. They used to do a much better job of telling you what was an exclusive there. And some of them, they had like lists, and I'm like, Chris, if you can get to this booth, buy me this. Here's the money.
Was it like a booth just selling all the exclusive shit?
Well, it was Reaction, so it's Super 7 booth had this at San Diego Comic-Con as an exclusive. And if you're a sci-fi fan, you know,
yeah, that's right.
It's like one of those. I'm like, I gotta have that. And of course, here's the thing. Let me grab Benji here. I'm sure you have this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I do. Now they have the Reed and that another store I saw had Sue. They couldn't find Sue. They have the Reed Richards one of that one. I should have got it.
Yep.
Still got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I got that one. I've got that one too. Yep.
It's like
I bought all the FF.
I think it's like
yeah.
I think it's like $6, $7 or something.
Yeah, what I'd like to do if I, get those cheap is have, the FF and then open those up. So
if you want me to grab some for you, I can.
I might have you do that. Yep. Give me a list of what's there. Yep. Just don't tell my better half. Yep. So here's the creature from the Black Lagoon, of course. Gwagnar's favorite. So this is they're just really, and I like, they're not too expensive. The box art is great, and even though they're not, did they have Kenner figures of those? Well, they might have had, they did have action figures of the Universal Monsters, but they didn't have those exact figures. But it makes a great presentation with the box art. Yeah.
What is wrong with the Bills, man? Jesus.
I don't know. They've really not doing well lately.
Yeah, how much was this one? I got this one a few years ago. Pretty decent. Not great price, but
yeah, I got this for
$20
at the con.
Ain't bad.
So a classic female.
Because you can't just find it anywhere,
Yeah, this one. So I saw it. I'm like, I'd seen it before. Yesterday, I paid 20 smackrels. And it's the figure for
Valkyrie.
For Iron Man.
Hulkbuster. Man, that Valkyrie's a shame because she looks good from the waist up, but she's not supposed to have those stupid pants.
Yeah, well, they did that.
But I would get her
more
if I could.
modern in comics. Yeah,
I would get her just to make them, because and then I'd have all the Defenders.
Yeah. So what was it in this line? Were Iron Man, War Machine, Blizzard. What was this? Marvel Heroes. Who the heck is that? Looks like Tony Stark. Vision. Who's this girl? The Valkyrie, and then So it's a Hulkbuster figure. So, and of course she became the She-Thing. So right? Or no, who became? No, that was Sharon Ventura that became.
Sure, not Thunder.
Not Thunder. Yep. No, it was Sharon Ventura. I'm mixing up, but she dated Ben Grimm for a little bit, I think, right?
Well, she was obsessed with him. Remember?
Yeah. This was a
liked
freebie.
rocks.
She liked rocks. Yep.
Orange rocks.
This was a Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza game giveaway. This was at the Fig Pen booth. Who else? What else? Oh, the where I got Mr. Spock Potato Head. What company was this? So they just had to like spin the wheel. So I won this card game. I put it in one of my kids' stockings for Christmas. It was kind of fun. In the same booth they had. This is one of my favorite collectibles now. So Mr. Spock, Potato Head. So this thing is awesome. This guy's awesome. Live long.
Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted.
You look good like this. Come on.
Fuck, you know.
That's who was asking. Do you like the She-Hulk F4 against the She-Hulk in Fantastic Four? Well, I'm a huge Thing fan, if you can tell from my icon. So
I hated it.
When the Thing went off in the Beyonder, we did get that solo Thing series with Beyonder. He was in the universe with Beyonder, but then he wasn't in the FF. So
that's part of why I dropped the book at the time.
Yeah, I kept buying it, but I like She-Hulk and I like her. She was good in the book, but I just wanted. You got to have Ben Grimm in the FF, so I think they did it to shake things up and try something different. But She-Hulk's a good character when she's written right. I mean, a lot of people love the Byrne run, but she was good in the FF. I do have my F. Let's see, where is She-Hulk in the FF? That figure's sitting on my desk. Let's see. Where's Shulky? Well, I do have her. I'm not going to try to grab her because when you do that, you have that cascading effect of multiple action figures falling down. But, she's tucked away behind some other figures. Yeah. So here's this is Star Trek. Here's the box. And who makes this? This is Pop Taters. Star Trek Collector's Edition.
That was at the also one of the exclusives.
I don't know if it's an exclusive. It might have been exclusive at the con, but I think they're selling it, or you could buy it there. I think it's probably available for sale online. I'm guessing now. I'm trying to see who makes this. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. Got a big kick out of Raquel's reaction to this guy. So that was fun to see how much, because she's kind of picky, so I wasn't sure she'd like this. So she ended up really liking it. Yeah. We love Raquel. It's our friend that we stream with.
Definitely.
So the same booth, I bought Black Panther fig pen. I love these big pins, so I'll have to put him on the bulletin board. But so I was gonna buy one. You're a sucker for these con exclusives, so allegedly they're limited edition. But then I was buying Cap first. I'm like, I gotta get both. I gotta get both. So and the guy next to me was buying both. So, and what was funny was my credit card wasn't working. I'm like, I got cash, and I like paying cash for some of those things because they're not. So your significant other maybe doesn't see what you're buying, and the credit card machine wasn't working, and I already put these guys in my bag. And finally, the machine worked, and he gave me 2 more. But since I'm an honest person, I said, no, I already have them. But I could have just taken 2 more and walked away. That would be horrible to do, of course. And Captain America would have thrown his mighty shield at me. And
Cap would not approve.
And I love the box art on this too with the figure. I mean, gives that nice 3D effect. Of course, it's it's a pen, but that's a nice. Even though you got to take him out and hang him up, but the thing is too, they sell so many of these right now. I mean, I know Dadman, you're a big Star Wars fan, so there's a bazillion Star Wars figures. I should have gotten you the Darth Maul pen. Where he splits in half.
No, yeah, that'd be cool. It needs to permanently stay in half, but
it's permanently stay in half. Yep.
Exactly.
And then I grabbed some magnet. I love magnets. Yep. So even though it's always a fight, like how many magnets we have on the fridge, like too many magnets. So this is a classic FF cover. I think what number is this?
26.
26. Oh yeah, see, it's even got the issue number on there.
Yeah, it was the second part of that Hulk. I mean the Hulk. The Hulk was fighting the Avengers, and the FF were fighting. Yeah, it's considered to be. Some consider it to be the first crossover of Marvel heroes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, right.
Even though the Hulk did appear in an issue earlier in the FF, he was considered kind of like a baddie. But as far as like Marvel
team crossovers
and stuff, yeah. Number 25, actually, yeah, but that's the second part. Yeah, greatness.
More great Kirby art.
Love it.
And then of course this classic. And the funny thing was, I was out of the room when we had the picture of this up, and that's if you want to watch any past shows. I've gone over all the stuff at Comic-Con, so I have all kinds of pictures and videos, so you can check.
Yeah. Past 2 weeks, he went around the whole con with the videoing and taking pictures. Got all kinds of.
Yep, and if anyone else missed that, go check that out. And the good thing is you can put us on 1 1/4 speed, so you can get through it a little bit faster. But yeah, here's and Cloudbird Times, you're saying how much you love this.
It's one of the greatest comic book ever made.
Yep.
Now it's also, it was who reviewed it with me. I forgot. Maybe J-Man did it, or maybe Mark. It's also
J-Man. I think it was J-Man. Yeah.
Wasn't Ace? Ace and I reviewed this one, I think.
Oh, Ace did? Okay.
Can't remember. He did one of them, but anyway, it's ridiculous. But it's a ridiculous comic, but it's just something about it.
That's fun, right? That's fun. Yep. So I got those, and here they have Marvel. Of course, has a massive booth there. They weren't there last year because of the vid, but they were back. So I got a nice T-shirt. And here's the mystery pin collection. When JT Kirk says, if you like your data, don't walk past your laptop past Mark's refrigerator. Yeah. Oh. So here are the pins that they have. And let's see. We'd opened these up before, but I'll show these again.
Yeah, Nick would like those. He likes Scotty Young.
You like Scotty Young, right? Yeah. So
I prefer Scott Young myself.
Blade, I like this one. Yep, this one's pretty good. Of course, I think we're getting a Blade movie now. I don't know.
I don't know now. They've had some trouble with it now. Yeah. And it's all a big cluster at this moment. It's not. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But the original one of the
new writers or something.
Was a script. There was a script out there. They said it had almost nothing to do with Blade. Was barely in it. It was about a bunch of. It was about female characters, so the typical MCU, and he's not in it much, and it's all about their life choices and about their slice of life type crap.
So was Ms. Marvel in it?
No, but there were some female characters in it. And the guy who was going to play Blade said this is ridiculous, and he was not happy.
Yeah, he hated the script, right? Yeah.
So now they're supposed to be changing it. Yeah.
I have to say, I mean, as much as I don't like this character, this is a very cool pin. This pin is well done. Of course, she's got her stretchy powers like she does in the comics.
Powers. So. Yeah.
But it's a fun, it's a great design for a pin. I think this is probably one of the cooler, cooler ones in terms of design. It's a big pin, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's cute.
People collect these and trade them and try to sell them. And Scotty Young did a Nice job with the design there. The one I did want to get is Rocket Raccoon. I didn't get that one. Let's see what else. Let me show these again. Show the other box. Let's see here. The mystery pins. It's fun to, like a guy was ahead of the line. I mean, he's buying a bunch of. He's like, I'm trying to get this one pin. He's like, if I don't get it, you get duplicates, then you can end up, then what you do, you trade them when you get duplicates. So.
Hey, Ryan Riley. I see that.
Hello, Ryan Riley.
Welcome. It could be some time if they ever do a Blade movie. And with these people in charge, you don't really want them doing it, to be honest. But it might happen. Yes, it's Jessica. Jessica.
David Tennant, yeah.
Yeah.
So Jessica
Jill.
Jones, yeah.
Jill's
Hey,
here.
Jill.
Jilly. Jilly.
Hey, Jill.
And here is
Oh.
kind of a sad Wolverine coming up here. I'm trying to grab him so I don't.
Well, you would be too if you were drawn by Scotty Young.
Yeah.
I don't look for tough enough, bub.
Yeah.
That's true. Tatsu, Blade was the first successful Marvel movie.
That was a great movie. Blade 1, yeah, both the first two Blade movies
Blade
were
1.
phenomenal. Third one kind of went off the rails.
Third one was terrible.
Yeah, that was who was it? That was Jessica Biel. Was it Jessica Biel in that one?
Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds are huge stars. Not as big stars back then, but yeah. They're just a bad script. Bad script. Yeah.
He was playing Hannibal King, but that movie was terrible.
Yeah. And of course, well, here, let's keep going figures. So here is, well, my favorite, I love Christmas ornaments. So you guys that know me know I have a bazillion Christmas ornaments that I put up. It's going to be time to get that tree up soon. It's November. Maybe we can see if we get the tree up early this year. Because it takes me about 5 hours to put all the ornaments on the tree.
Wow.
So they have Pop Minded has exclusives.
When you do that after Thanksgiving or what?
Yeah, I try to get up as early as I can after Thanksgiving. So here's it's a Funko Pop Boba Fett, but I'm not a huge Pop fan. Some I do like, but I thought this one was kind of fun and sucker for buying the exclusives too. I guess when you're there, because quote unquote, it's I buy things that I like too. Though I don't buy them. Well, maybe it'll be worth more money, or gotta like it when I buy it. So I thought this was kind of fun. So we escaped the Sarlacc pit. So I thought that was a cool one. So that's I think, yeah, and I guess you can only buy it at these at the event. I guess, yeah, event exclusive. So you can't buy it anywhere else. So.
Well, Wolverine is going to be in Deadpool 3. Could be good. You never know. But have guarded optimism on that one because it is still Disney. So. Or Marvel Studios.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, I do hope so too. Yeah.
Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds is great.
But right now it's all on hold. So.
Yeah. So this is another exclusive. Now, Dadman, how do you say this name?
Darth Revan.
Oh,
Darth Revan. I was saying Darth Revan.
Darth
Revan. Yeah.
And this is a fantastic video game, Knights of the Old Republic, and I know you can get it on Steam and maybe GOG, a bunch of different places you can still get this, buy Knights of the Old Republic. Did they ever do a remastered edition of this one, Dadman? I can't remember.
Which one?
Sometimes they go back, Knights of the Old Republic, the video game.
I'm not sure.
Sometimes they go back and remaster some of the games. I can't remember. But
I don't know. I've not been into the video games.
But this was 2001 fan favorite. My God, that was 2001 when I bought that game. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic immerse players in a bold new era of Star Wars saga, set thousands of years before events in the original film. At the heart of the epic story was Darth Revan, a fallen Jedi turned Sith who played a pivotal role in the ongoing war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. So yeah, this is if you're a fan of that video game, he's kind of like the first Darth Maul. so to speak. But let me open this figure up. I should call it a figure. It's actually a Christmas ornament. Sometimes all this stuff on the tree, it's, I don't know how Christmassy it is, but and sometimes I don't put everything up. I kind of cycle stuff. But, Hallmark does, Pop-Minded Hallmark, they do a great job with a lot of these figures. The paint jobs are nice, and for the price, they're pretty well done. Yep. And JT Kirk saying no remake of Old Republic 1 or 2, but there's a MMM modding community. There's graphic upgrades. Oh, thank you for that. Yep. So what do you think of this, Dadman? You're a Star Wars guy here.
Nice detail, nice cloak. The way the cloak is flowing there, nice ridges. I've never been a fan of those type of lightsabers, though. I like the old 70s ones where you slide it out of their arm, but it's just always partial to this
little stick.
Yeah, with a little tip on them, but they just one more piece to lose. But it's not a bad character there.
Fanty's here, and
hey, Phantom.
What's up,
Because I have a tough time reading the chat as I'm far away.
Brian Hepburn's here. Hey, Brian. I think about it earlier, but can't remember now. Can't remember.
Your Muslim uncle, hey, Brian. Yep. Says, I think Brian was here earlier too, but it doesn't hurt to say hi again. Yep.
Hey,
no release date. Yeah, they're doing a remake of KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic. Yep. They put him back in the box. Yep. So I think you could only buy like 1 or 2 of these if you went each day. Yeah, I don't know how they knew if you went back online again. I guess I don't know. I guess there's only like 2,500 of them or something like that. But it's just it's a fun thing to be able to. If you're at the con, you can actually get it. I'm sure it was on eBay the next day or whatever. But it's fun to get these exclusives. Of course, I'm a huge David Tennant fan, Doctor Who fan, and the 10th Doctor. Now, I bought 2 of these, and I wiped out walking home in the rain going to Grand Central to catch a train. So I think I landed on this figure. So David Tennant maybe help me prevent a regeneration, but
open up and find out.
Yeah, but I was like, the box was pristine, but what are you gonna do? But I didn't break my arm. I thought I almost did. But
yikes!
Down goes Frazier. But
how's it feeling now?
It hurts a little bit still, but it's almost a month later. But still kind of, it's much better. But it was still messed up. If I tried to lift weights, it wouldn't go so well.
Alonzi.
Damn it.
I'm the Doctor. I'm not 900 years old. I'm 1,000 years old from the constellation of Castorberus, the planet Gallifrey.
That's actually a good-looking Tennant. I mean, his eyes. It looks like they really caught him pretty good there.
He's angry.
Yeah, that's
angry Tennant.
Yeah. The sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, that great speech he has. When you realize, he's like, I'm the Doctor. Don't mess with me. The Earth is under my protection.
It is defended. You mean when he says it to the Sicker Action in his first episode, Christmas Invasion?
Yeah, that was so good. It's like because Eccleston only lasted that one season. I wish Eccleston had stayed a few seasons, and maybe we would have gotten Tennant. Or if we would have gotten Tennant maybe eventually, so it did work out.
Yeah, I'm glad we got Tennant. It's hard to not want to have Tennant, but Eccleston was great though. It's a shame he left early. Yeah.
It sounded like personality conflicts, but
no, he just didn't like the work schedule. And but he did have a lot of fighting with the BBC too, so that's true.
Yeah. There was a lot of extenuating circumstances.
But
he was great in that role.
He was great, and since he's been out there in the past couple of years going to cons that he said he would never do because he started needing money. We've learned what a kind of a RC is too. He's been saying a lot of dumb stuff.
Yeah. And it's a once in a lifetime role too, but you got to say that his performance being that good.
Yeah, I loved him.
Saved Doctor Who in a way too. I mean, great writing too, of course.
For that season, yeah, there's been a lot of after that, not as much, but yeah, that last season. Yeah.
Well, I love the second and third. Tennant. I love Tennant. Oh, you're talking later, yeah.
Yeah, they did some stuff. I love Tennant, but during the for a while, the puppy love stuff with Rose, I didn't like.
Well, I didn't like that, but I loved
Donna.
Silence in the Library.
Martha. Oh yeah.
Silence in the Library. Those episodes where you meet, those are great. But yeah, there's some great highlights that season of Doctor Who.
Don Ranger power.
Hey, Don.
Seahawks got beat. Sorry, buddy. And then the Cowboys. Well, blame Dak Scott from that one. What the hell's wrong with the Bills, man? Oh.
Well, I need more touchdowns. Fantasy.
You mean from Burrow?
Yeah, they got the field goal last time around.
You got a field goal in the last one, yeah.
So here's the upside down glow in the dark Demogorgon. I wonder if this. Let's see, we'll turn off the lights and see if we get a glow here. Let's see. Ready? Don't get scared. Is it gonna glow?
No.
doesn't glow.
No.
So scared. Yeah, Fanty, I heard about that. Russell T. Davies cannot be trusted. He's a drivel face.
Let's see here. So where does this guy glow? Yeah, upside down, glow in the dark feature. Well, have I didn't charge this enough? Let's see. Let's hold it. Let's turn up the light really bright here. Sorry about that.
Oh my goodness, that's a catch.
We should get.
We're gonna reverse that.
Right,
oh wow! What a catch, man!
Oh, we're getting a little glow. It's glowing out a little bit. Let's turn the lights off up there. That's the one thing it never translates through on the. I think he glowed for a second. Well, anyway. You get the idea. He's supposed to glow in the dark. He's not really glowing that well now.
Maybe you have to hold him up to a light bulb for a while.
Yeah, maybe we have to.
Remember that?
Leave him.
Like you said, like a toy that, like a yo-yo or something. Remember the yo-yos that had to glow in the dark? Do they have yo-yos anymore? They don't even make them, do they?
Yeah, they do have yo-yos. Yep.
They make yo-yos? I haven't seen a yo-yo in a day.
Yeah. Oh, Tatsu. Oh, thank you so much. You just another super chat. Thank you so much for that. You could put that up on the screen, Robert Times. All right. Thank you very much.
Mark knows his show stuff. He's a showman.
We try to have fun here. Yep, share all the stuff that we like. So, let's see here. We got to play here. Let's Star Trek fan. So let's see here. What's another good Star Trek clip here that we haven't played?
You want to get one? Or you got one? Go for it.
Let's see. I'll find one here. Yeah, we did Piece of the Action.
Batman Satisfaction.
Did we do the Bricklayer one?
No.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
You're a healer. There's a patient.
Yes, we did.
That one. Yep.
Cut it off when he says,
here, let's do Wrath of Khan.
You're a healer. There's a patient. That's an order.
That reminds me of a Beavis and Butthead episode. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a. Oh, I'll get right on it.
I'm a doctor, not a tailor, damn it.
Anything else is a waste of material.
Yes.
I've done far worse than kill you. It is very cold in space.
Jim, be careful.
We will.
I love that line. Yep.
Johnny! What's left?
You are my superior officer. You are also my friend.
This is damn peculiar.
And probably my favorite movie of all time, or one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Great movie.
And I got to go see the world premiere, of course, I always talk about, and got to meet Leonard Nimoy that night. So that was a big highlight. Remember meeting him, and I didn't know what to say. I was like a 10, 12-year-old kid, and like, it's Mr. Spock. What do I say?
Well, now I know what Nimoy was talking about all those times. He said, man, that went to this premiere of Wrath of the God back in 18. I met the coolest dude in the world. It's going to be the big thing on YouTube one day. He's going to be like the great YouTuber. And I'm not supposed to say anything, of course, but yeah, he was a kid, but yeah. His name was Marc. I read that interview a couple times.
For sure, right? Yep. Well, here's actually, I just bought another one of the. Do I have this? Oh, here we go. I just bought another one of these on eBay. So this is Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. So this is the world premiere. Greenwich Catholic Elementary School. Yeah, I bought it on eBay. So I wonder which one of my classmates sold it. So
why would he sell that? Why would you sell that?
Because someone found it, I guess, or someone had it. It was in Stamford, Connecticut, June 3rd.
What could you possibly get for that? How much was that?
I got
what?
$10, but I just bought it for just to have an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Wine and cheese, 7:00. And actually, the funny thing was the wine and cheese. The guy that ended up owning the comic book store that I ended up shopping at for years was in college, and he was on the catering crew for that night.
Wow.
So we're joking about auction of Star Trek II memorabilia from the film. Dad, I love you, R.I.P. But God, wish we had bought some of that memorabilia. And then the screening at 9:00. So that's the story behind this was Gary Nardino, who should be listed on the credits here. He was the head of Paramount at the time. Let's see.
We got a game.
Is he in?
Nardino, yeah. He is in there somewhere. He's in there. I remember seeing his name all the time in the credits. I don't know if he's on the poster.
I don't know if he's on the poster on this,
but he's in the credits of the movie for sure.
Yeah. His niece went to our school, so they had a choice between Grease 2 and Star Trek II Wrath of Khan.
They made the right choice. Why in the hell are you going for 2 right here? You're morons.
Yes.
Well, I hate going for the 2 early.
Ooh, they deserve to lose this game.
I'm telling you, yeah. It's these damn analyticals. It's all the thing that is. I'm sorry. Analytics have ruined football. The Florida Gators head coach, all these people with these analyticals. Forget your analyticals.
They're going to call us back. They're going to call us back. He didn't make it.
They're screwing the game up with the analyticals and research instead of playing it the way the football should be, where you kick the extra point.
It's a 7-point game if you kick it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy. Sorry to sports ball it. Ooh, we barely.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't. You wait till you need that 2-point conversion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you don't chase it. You don't chase it early, but
we got both feet now.
That's what they do now.
Yeah, very risky.
Yeah. That's what they always do now. They
That's
chase
insane. He's lucky he got that one. Now,
But unfortunately, that's always been a pet peeve of mine too.
Absolutely.
And then it bites him in the butt later on.
The thing is that, like Harvey said, you just kick the extra point 7, then you play for overtime. There's this. I mean, it's not like a preseason game. Okay, fine in the preseason where the game doesn't matter. It's an exhibition because you don't want to hurt people in a preseason game. But this is a regular season game.
in the Bills division, they can't afford to lose a game, and they're going to lose one.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry about that to derail.
Oh, it's okay. Yep. So let me show the.
It was a good rampage
stuff. Let me show some of the comics that I got at Comic-Con, because it's Comic-Con, so you should get some comics, right? Once in a while.
You should get some comics at Comic-Con. It's the only decent thing to do.
Yeah. So,
ROM is pretty cool.
So here's some of the. So I got a bunch of ROM. I was in a ROM mode. So
yeah,
got a bunch of ROMs. I was going to all the bargain bins. So $2 comics. None of these were expensive, but this is You were saying this is a new compilation comic.
Well, it's mostly reprints, but I think there's at least one to two new stories in it. It's those are Walmart comics. For a while there, a few years ago, DC had, I don't know if they're still doing it, but I don't think so. They had a deal with Walmart where they package up these 100-pagers and like $4.95, $5, whatever it is, and have a bunch of reprints. And they would even do like a new story, a short story in them. And you can find them like up at the front, where all the baseball cards and crap are.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, I
don't know if they're still doing it, comics, but they have a lot of stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you definitely want kids reading comics again.
I don't think I got that one. I probably should. I only got the one with Legion, but that's one I would have probably got. I thought about Harriet Tubman.
Demons. Oh my gosh! I thought it was enough with Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah,
they'll team up.
So I met David Crowerson, and he signed this for free. So thank you, David. So everyone go buy this comic and support them. You can buy it now. You can buy it through distributors. Before it was, an independent comic. And I met him at the show a couple of years ago, and was able to buy issues 2 and 3 and have him sign them. But they didn't. They were sold out of issue 1. So I think they're going to make a movie now. He said, or a movie or a TV show, or maybe it's a limited series. And it might be going to Netflix. So it was a great idea, and it's a fun read. It's kind of like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer type comic. So it was, I just got this in the mail. This is the only comic I brought to get signed, and I said, I gave it to him. I said, would you sign it? I just got this. And he's like, sure. And I'm like waiting to see him say like, that'll be $10 or $5 or $20. And nope, no charge. So God bless him.
That's an IDW ROM.
Good luck. Yeah. Yep, I did.
They didn't draw him right on that book, in that comic.
It wasn't as good as the original ROM, but I needed a. I was just buying ROMs.
Did you buy those?
$15. No, I bought it, and it said.
I mean, when it was coming out, did you collect it?
No, I don't. No, I didn't collect it. I just, it was like buy 7 get, buy 7 for $20 or something, versus. So
Roger.
Just yeah, so grab that one. This is a great cover here. ROM with Doctor Strange. Oop, that needs a backing board. The Living Tribunal. Oh, Fantasy, if they picked Grease 2, you would have met 24-year-old Michelle Pfeiffer. I'd much rather meet Mr. Spock, just where my loyalties lie.
You were 12 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, it did have Michelle Pfeiffer though. Yeah. Here's a
great
nice,
cover.
Rocketeer cover, yeah. It's a newer Rocketeer, but yeah.
Barry Stevens looking, at least. It's Michael Golden. Cover on the
NAM. Yep. So great series. Yeah, Golden was a vet. I believe Golden's a vet. I misspeak, but I believe so. He's a vet. Yeah. I believe he's a vet. So that's drawing on his experience. Now this was a gold key facsimile type. This is Paramount gave these out. And the cover is great. It's a great cover. So this is a freebie for, but of course they've got this crazy story in here. That's IDW. My friend Chris went to the panel, gave it to me. The art's pretty good. It's like animated. It's not bad, but then they meet Picard, and it gets kind of crazy. But it's a giveaway, so. But
there you go.
You can see what Star Trek artists gals in. But you can see what the retro stuff, why it's so popular. So, but never show Raquel that panel. Spock is Archie.
Oh God.
She would die. So, and of course, Star Trek the Animated Series. They got shirts, so that's pretty cool. Nice Star Trek Animated Series shirt. So some of the stuff is fun. It's a fun comic, I guess. But of course, they've got Lower Decks as Star Trek 4. It was actually a nice job with the poster, I have to say. But yeah, let's see what else we got. So we got another ROM here.
This one's over. Cool. Like a Zet cover or something. Cool.
More
Burn. That's a
more
Burn
Rom.
cover.
Burn, right? You can just tell it's Burn, right? Yep.
Yep. And it's got Alpha Flight on it, so that's also a tell. That's also a tell
Yeah.
at the time, man. Yeah.
Secret Origins. I love
Yeah,
Secret
love
Origins.
those. I think I have almost every issue of that. This is one of the. That's number 50. That's the last issue, by the way, of that series.
Yep. And of course, Rick
Rom's
Jones.
Space Knight tattoo is from it came out in 1979. There was a big toy at the time, and I didn't even know it was a toy when I first bought number 1 back in 1979. I just thought the comic was cool. He's in the Marvel universe, but he's a knight from the planet of Galador, where the Space Knights they sacrifice themselves to be put in this, to be transformed into these armored warriors to fight the evil Diariths.
It's a great comic. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Lasted 75 issues with 4 annuals, and he basically was in the Marvel universe, but he was a Space Knight running around fighting these dire wraiths, these aliens. It was sort of like a science fiction adventure comic. It was based on the toy that no one ever. It's not like Micronauts, which were famous toys. No one really. The ROM toy didn't sell, but the comic, lasted.
But did they come out with a comic around the time of the toy, or was the comic?
Yeah, the first issue has the ad for the toy.
Okay, it does. I'm trying to remember now, because as a kid, I remember wanting that toy.
I wanted that toy so bad.
Yeah, one of my friends, Joey, I won't say his last name, if I'm sure he's not listening, but got the toy. And the toy was horrendous. I mean, it was just...
Yeah, but I still wanted it.
Like it... Oh, God, today would I want that toy? Yeah, but when we played with... I think we played with it for like 5 minutes. His mom got mad because it was an expensive toy.
It was Parker Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. And it had like a flashlight, and it had almost no articulation. You could just move the arms, swing the arms.
Yeah, it was big though. It was tall. Did you ever see that commercial for it? For the TV commercial?
No, yeah.
With Robert Vaughn doing the voiceover.
Well, that's why we all wanted it. Like as a kid, I was probably 8 years old when ROM came out. I'm thinking
79.
Yeah,
I was 15, and I wasn't even buying toys at that point, really. But I wanted that toy.
Yeah. So everyone wanted that. So
yeah.
But then the toy, it did not play well. I mean, yeah. Technological limitations.
Like you said, it was expensive for back then. Expensive. If a toy was $10, that was expensive.
Yeah, it was an expensive toy. So, but now it's very, very expensive because I don't think it sold.
I've seen it at cons for $100, $200.
Yeah,
and more. Probably more than that now.
The end is near.
And now these comics, they used to be quarter, like in the quarter bins and stuff, and then the dollar bins now. And all of a sudden, even though Marvel don't have the license anymore. Now they just took them forever to get a chance to do these omnibuses that are coming out. So
yep.
And every time an issue of ROM had an X-Men in or something like that, and it was supposed to be put in some kind of reprint, they couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, they didn't have the rights to it. Yeah.
Which reminds me, I got to check, see if I can get how much that thing's going for right now, the omnibus.
Here's a Toy Insider. Yeah, I wonder how I got to get the Micronauts omnibus too, but this was just, there weren't very many good toys in here, genre toys, we'll say, but they were giving that out. A few Star Wars things, but they're always Toy Insider. Who's this from?
Check
and Den of Geek, of course. Yeah, see how much it is. Yep, Den of Geek. They give out freebies at the con, so yeah. Comic-Con Special Edition, Assassin's Creed. And of course, here's the program. And of course, you can see who's front. That's Elektra as Daredevil. If anyone's wondering, no Clever Times, you haven't been reading comics, so Elektra took over as Daredevil for a while because Matt Murdock was in prison. That's Miles Morales. Just in case you're confused between Spider-Man and Miles Morales, that's Miles Morales. She-Hulk and Jessica Drew, that's Spider-Woman. So I guess we're gonna get, and of course Luke Cage. Are we gonna get Jessica Drew in anything soon? Can't remember.
I doubt it.
Yeah. But here's, I think I'd flipped through this before, but just all the artists that are there, and it's just a fun. If you're a collector like me, you want to have all the souvenirs. So, new ET model you can build. So, I guess it's it's build 25. Oh, that must be like it's all electronic, extendable neck. Yeah, so they have these builds now where you can build like R2D2, and you get a few pieces each month. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yep. It's all the interesting stuff. It was in the con, lists all the artists that were there. So yeah, it's a nice little keepsake of the convention. Yep. And who was celebrities that were there. It was funny. I was riding the elevator in school and at my son's dorm, and one of the young ladies we had a bad week a couple days ago. The fire alarm went off, and they're talking about the fire alarm, and everyone had to evacuate the building. He's like, and that's also the day we all found out Chris Evans got married. So the girls were all upset that Chris Evans got married.
Oh, too bad.
Were you upset, Dad, man?
No, I wasn't, but I could imagine all those women are upset by that. So.
And of course, Ewan McGregor was there, and David Tennant was
Ashley
there.
Eckstein, yay!
Yeah.
The real
Ahsoka.
Yes, exactly.
And Tim Curry was there. Yeah.
Was that Karen Gillan down there?
I think she was there. Yeah.
I don't think Karen Gillan was. Karen
The
Gillan
bottom left page.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Tim Curry, John
Carpenter.
Yeah,
she was there. Okay, she was there. That's right. Yep.
John
Carpenter. Yeah.
Well, they were on different days of the convention, so.
Of the current convention?
Well, last month.
Well, right. That's what. But Tim Curry, I guess. Wow. Okay. I thought he was having health problems, but.
Yeah, he's having health problems, but I think he made it there. I saw some pictures
good.
of him.
That's awesome. What a great actor! I still
because
say.
it was an anniversary. Susan Sarandon was there for Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think it was an anniversary of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Zach Levy was there. Chuck. Some Will Poulter. Yep. As I always say him, but
you're not really a fake warlock.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun to get to that con. So if anyone wants to, of course, if you missed our shows from the last few weeks, there's a lot of con coverage. While I'm at this other desk here, and that's why, if I'm not responding in the chat, guys, it's because I'm away from the desk. But here's some Doomsday Machine. So this one's gonna go to JT Kirk. Bought one. I'm gonna post. So he bought one, and yes, this is Miles Morales. Yep. So this is the. So I had these up on Etsy. And then Etsy took my store down, unfortunately. But here's, so I've got one of these printed. So this is going to be headed out to James T. Kirk, who purchased the first one of my new store on coffee. And thank you to Mrs. Dadman. Dadman walking is much better half, just like I have a much better half. So she mentioned she was, obviously she's going to start streaming
tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put that link in a second. So I was upset. I was telling her how, got taken off of Etsy. She's like, oh, in Ko-fi, you can actually sell stuff on Ko-fi.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, really? Because I was looking for another store that I could do that didn't charge a ton of money to have the store each month. So, and of course, I didn't say Star Trek in any of the descriptions now. So hopefully that'll keep me safe. Paramount should have taken down. Of course, if you look on Etsy and you click on Star Trek, and there's a bazillion other Star Trek items on Etsy, and there's another guy selling Doomsday Machines on Etsy, but for some reason, mine got taken down. I don't know why.
They still look like big giant bugles to me.
They are big giant bugles. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is there's two different sizes on the store. So that's the small, or I call it medium. There's no such thing as a small Doomsday Machine. But here's that's the medium, and I'm printing this one in purple, bluish color, and then accenting the paint, and then painting the front on some of them, and other ones I'm doing the whole paint job. So this one I can do a little bit faster, but it ends up this one looks really cool too. I don't know if you can see the reflection. There's filament in there that's a sparkly filament, kind of like sparkly unicorn ice cream. So it does a nice glow in there. Doesn't really translate that well. You may see that a little bit, but it's got metallic looking speckles, so that came out pretty darn good. And then this is, of course, the extra big Planet Killer Doomsday Machine. So those are the two sizes. Not responsible for the destruction of planets, but figured I'd show those, and I got to take a picture of those, and so people can see the size comparison. But yeah, it's fun to 3D print those, and let me put the link to the store out. Shameless plug. Plug away. Yep. Actually, let me take that. Getting a lot of glare from Rom there. But there we go. Get Mr. Spock in there. So, and Brian Hepburn says it needs a 2-foot-1 for Thanksgiving dinner cornucopia. Yep, that's for sure. Yep. Let me switch my microphone
back at the desk. All right, so let me put shameless plug here. Let me put that in here. Let me get to my links here, and of course we'll put Mrs. Dadman's link in too, because we got to promote her channel for tomorrow night. So here's my coffee, I guess, yeah, coffee link. Thanks to Mrs. Dadman. Yep. So if you click on that, you can see the cornucopia holder over there.
Yeah.
And which is great. And here's Mrs. Dadman's walking channel. So thank you to the missus again for that tip. Because it did work pretty. It worked pretty good. I was like,
you know where she got it from though?
From Ang, probably.
From Ang. Yep.
Kids are always smarter than we are. So
yeah, they find workarounds. They find ways around it. But yes.
Yeah. So here's I'll share the screen here. So here's coffee. Let me present. Yeah. Kofi Annan. I keep thinking Kofi Annan, the head of the UN. Well, it's kind of cute. It's coffee, Kofi, but you know. So if you go click on the shop here, then you can go see the Doomsday Machine. So yeah, one sold, which is awesome. So you can pick the purple, blue, medium or large, and the gray. Then it's all hand painted, medium or large there. And right now I only have shipping to the U.S. to the States, but I'll have to figure out what it costs to send abroad, because you have to put in your ship. It's not a fancy dancy site where like it calculates the fee. You just got to put in. So I put in $15, which should cover most places in the States. Well, unless you're in Hawaii, but it's a great way to be able to have that shop out there. So glad. Thank you to JT Kirk for making the first purchase. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So glad about that.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That Spock potato head's just at the right level, and that one it could be like looks like he's blowing out a bugle or trumpet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, Spock is multi-talented, so yep.
He is.
Apparently, he is nowadays. You know, he can dance and stuff and eat bacon, but
don't mention Spock eating bacon.
Oh, God, that's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So it's or of course that could be one of the horns actually. Yeah. That he could be that Spock could be playing, right? Yep. So yeah, if Spock could be yodeling there, yeah, since we got a lot of Swiss people on the show, so he could be playing that. He could be doing some yodeling on there. Oh yeah, what they've done with Spock with that new Star Trek, it's been pretty bad. Yep. So very bad. Yep. So the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight was we go over the new Beatles song. I don't know how many of you are Dad Men? Are you a Beatles fan or music fan?
I like music, but no, I'm
You're
not
particularly a Beatles fan, right?
No, nope.
And how about you, Clobbering Times? You a Beatles fan at all, or? Oh, Clobbering Times had to step out for a second. He'll be right back.
I think they're a bunch of hippies. I mean, that's just me. I know they're musically talented and stuff, but it really, some of the songs are okay, but I just like the earlier ones, but I don't know. Just never my style. And it a little predates me.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. Yeah.
Sorry about that. And I heard you. I said, yes, I love them. They're the greatest. I love the Beatles.
Okay. You love the Beatles. Okay, good. Yeah.
I'm not a communist. Even though they were.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Actually,
John got in trouble.
Yeah, but John started to rethink all that kind of crap, all this socialist commie crap. Toward the end of his life, there, he was starting to realize, because he became rich.
Yeah.
Seeing what the government was doing to his taxes.
Well,
why do you think he moved over here? As bad as taxes were, they were way worse in the UK.
Well, that song "Taxman" is about all the taxes that they're paying. Yep. So at one point I think they were taking 90% or 95% of their money. So it was a crazy amount of money that they were paying. Yeah, and the Rolling Stones went into exile in France. So they had some great albums there, and they were in exile from England because they were paying so much money in taxes. Yeah, and I had a good article on this. So what the story behind this? Let me get find this article again on Beatles Now and Then. There was a nice articles with Giles Martin. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yep, I found it. Yep. Let me share this. So, what's interesting too, the way music is changing, and this kind of ties into, movies and entertainment, the use of AI. But this technically is not AI in terms of creating something, whole cloth that's separate, shall we say. So here's an article from Variety. Now, Giles Martin, his father, of course, George Martin, not to be confused with the New York Giants football player, was the Beatles producer for all of their albums. And he passed away a few years ago, but his son is carrying on his work. So basically the story behind this was you've got demo tape, back in the day where we had those other two Beatles singles that came out in 1995. They're doing the anthology edition. So there was a demo tape that Yoko Ono had found. It was basically just John Lennon sitting at the piano, recording to a boombox, or not a fancy recording setup. So they had released "Free as a Bird" and let's see, what was the other song they did? I'm forgetting the name of the other song right now, but it was "Free as a Bird." Was released in 1995, and then the next song that they did off of this tape was "Real Love," which is a great song. I think they were both pretty darn good songs, I have to say. So it was on on these demo tapes, and Yoko Ono had given them to Paul McCartney, and said, let's try to do something. They were doing that anthology box set, and decided to kind of rework the songs. And of course, back then the technology was okay for computers. They could clean things up and do certain things, but really couldn't do what they could do today, which is if you've watched the Beatles Get Back documentary that was on Disney Plus, what they did, they were able to isolate. With AI, it's able to learn. And so what happened, I guess, on this demo tape, John's voice was really over, not in good quality, and it was over. You couldn't hear it over the piano. So what they really needed to do was they wanted to pull out John Lennon's voice from this tape, and they were able to do it with this AI learning technology, which is able to analyze the music and actually just pull out John Lennon's voice. So if obviously I can't play anything now because I'll get nuked in about 2 seconds. But what they're able to do is just pull John Lennon's voice out. So the nice thing about this, they're not creating John Lennon's voice, or guys have probably heard that, where they're there's fake John Lennon voices out there. They have got people singing songs that they wouldn't normally sing, and it's AI versions recreating their voices. So technically this is not it's AI, but it's not AI fake John Lennon. It's actually just using the computer as a tool to pull this out. Yep. So and thank you guys in the chat for mentioning Real Love, because my brain doesn't remember. So Brian remembered, and the old man comment. Yep. Yeah. So he says, to me, it's not a Beatles song. I mean, yes and no. I mean, you've got all 4 Beatles performing on it, and I think you really see how much Paul McCartney misses John Lennon, and to go through what they did together. Most popular group in the world. I mean, it's just amazing how much of a reach they had back then. I mean, Taylor Swift maybe is kind of approximating that now, but nowhere near, I think. I mean, as massive as she is, and she's extremely popular, but the Beatles were just a totally different phenomenon. Just and I didn't live through it. I was born in '68, so
yeah,
I
mean,
but,
I was too young to. I was born when they came to America in '64, whatever. But I wouldn't know it.
Yeah. How would you know it? Yeah. So there's also new versions of the Red and Blue set. And there's also, they have added some Atmos tracks. So what's nice about it is you still have the originals too. It's not like Star Wars where I've got the new deluxe edition of Sgt. Pepper's. I've got the White Album and Revolver. And what's beautiful about those is they have all the original tracks in mono if you want those. Then they also have, the new stereo mixes if you want those. And then they have actually a Blu-ray audio disc, which is phenomenal. And it's a new, surround sound mix. And I have a pretty decent stereo system, not super duper, but not bad. And when you click that Atmos on, you listen to that DVD audio or Blu-ray audio. Oh, it's just, you can't describe how good it sounds. So when my kids came down, it's like, Dad, can you turn the music down? I'm like, no, this is my house. I'm turning the music down.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Right?
Exactly.
Are you trying to study? Well, maybe if you're trying to study. But this is what they did for, the Beatles movie that was out, Peter Jackson. They created this, they call it MAL, I guess, and they can pull all the tracks out separately. So, back in the day when you're in a recording studio, like say the Beatles only had 4 tracks, they'd record, say, the trumpets and the horns and maybe some other instruments. Maybe put, one track, and then you'd have vocals on another track, guitars on another, but you were limited. And sometimes then they would double that up to, they'd put like 4 instruments on one track, especially when the Beatles broke a lot of recording boundaries in terms of production, especially, Sgt. Pepper's. You could argue they started with Revolver, but they were pushing the boundaries of tech all the time. So now what they can do, they can go back and pull everyone out individually and then remix it like you would. So you're not creating, something that's, it's not an AI creating, let's have John Lennon, the fake John Lennon singing.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it interesting. So you've got these new, you've technically got a new song, and I think it sounds pretty darn good. And Brian says, yeah, the song is on its own is okay. The video makes it special to me. Peter Jackson did the video. Yes, I'll show clips from not clips, but stills from the video. So let me put this on. So yeah, the video tears a lot of heartstrings. So you can only imagine, I guess, if you're, it's like losing a family member. Or, George Harrison passed away from cancer in was it 2005 or 2000? So F cancer, yep. And
yep.
So here, the videos here, they're playing, showing, I guess this is supposed to be a demo tape, I guess, right? They're showing, this is what went in originally, the tape. You got Ringo Starr playing drums, and Ringo always gets knocked for his drumming, but the more I listen to the Beatles, I think he's an amazing drummer. And of course, then John's got his bass out. And what they did, I guess they, John, they had the tape from John, and Paul started writing a bass riff, and Ringo, of course, had his drums, and George Harrison had written some guitar riffs. But back when they tried to do this song in 1995, the tech wasn't there, so it sounded horrible. They couldn't separate John Lennon's voice, and a lot of they made it. And if you listen to the original bootleg recording of this, there's a ton of hiss in it, and it's just more of a, it's like if you're Beatles, it's interesting to listen to. It's not like it's, oh my God, this is the greatest Beatles song ever. It's a decent song, but I think it's more the message of the song and melancholy. It's poignant. It's poignant. I was trying to get the lyrics on, unfortunately I couldn't grab the lyrics. Normally when I do the lyrics, when I do Toxic Tuesday, but there's George Harrison.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's George back in 95. Yep. Yeah. And let's see here.
PvP.
Hey, PvP. Yeah, it says, yeah, if you listen to the Lennon demos, vocals are pretty buried within the piano. Hearing the vocals separation of the video is great. Yeah, so if you watch, if you just Google, Beatles now and then, you'll find this. But one thing that was phenomenal was
Larry.
Hey, Larry. How's it going?
Larry. Sorry.
It says John and George are creating new songs together. Yeah, so yeah, I mean technically it's not them, but Paul McCartney if you watch the Peter Jackson interview, he says, would John want me to finish the song? He's like, I think John would want me to finish it. Yeah, his answer is yes. And he's like, the Beatles were always about pushing the boundaries of tech. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like they would have used this stuff to complete the record. So yeah, there's one part of the video where you can hear just John Lennon. In the teaser, they just play John Lennon's voice separately, and you just hear John Lennon. There's no background piano. There's no squealing or squelching. So this was pretty sad in this part. It's obviously John Lennon, and then looking back. So this is a nice. If you're gonna do a last song, I think this was a nice last song because it's the lyrics. Let me just grab the lyrics and put them up. So it's it's not a happy, upbeat song, but it kind of fits, right? John was tragically assassinated in 1980, and then we lost George. We lost George Harrison years later. But would they've gotten back together? Who the heck knows? Or maybe they would done, a few shows or a concert. The one story I love is when Saturday Night Live was, there were all these people wanted the Beatles to get back together in the 70s. And Saturday Night Live, one of the classic bits, they said, we'll pay, what was it, $2,000? Remember Clobbering Times?
Yep.
I think it was $2,000, which
like
for
that.
the Beatles. For the Beatles.
Nothing, yeah.
It's nothing. And the legend goes that John and Paul were watching this and said, let's go down. Let's go down to Saturday Night Live and see if we can get on and see if we can collect the money.
Yeah.
But I mean, my God, if you had had that, let me paste the lyrics in so we can have the lyrics going here as we look. But yeah, I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. Of course, I can't sing, but it's a nice message in the song in terms of saying.
Who would be the singer of this one, John or Paul?
John. No, John's singing this. Yep. So John's singing this.
So John would be singing the song then.
Yep, John's singing the song. Yep. So if you look here, this is a nice picture. So Sgt. Pepper's Only Hearts Come Band on the Road. So
wow.
There's a backdrop there. Yep. So
we're doing it in the road.
Yeah. So it's really I don't know why that Taylor Swift stuff is in there. Well, it's an ad. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, cripes.
Yep. But the way the song, I know if it's true, it's all because of you, and if I make it through, it's all because of you. Now the lyrics are kind of, God, they sound pretty bad as you read the lyrics, but it's a nice. I think it's a nice message in the song, saying it's a song about friendship and relationship. So that's what's there's a nice picture of John there. So I think that's what's nice about it. Yeah. Pleasant Valley says the video is great. Yeah, I thought the video was really, really well done. So yeah, you can hear. Obviously, it's on. I'll find the link for it. It's so darn easy to find. But anyway, but let me see if I grab the link here. Have you listened to the song, Dad Man?
Nope.
No,
you haven't heard it yet.
Nope. No.
I'm just
not
wondering.
his thing. Not his bag.
No, that's not.
What do you like? What is your flavor? Don't tell me. I bet country music, right?
No, actually not. I mean, that's kind of cool for karaoke to sing, but no, more 80s British new wave. More in the early 80s to late 80s type.
You like Squeeze?
What's that?
Do you like Squeeze?
Oh God, no.
Okay, Pulling Muscles from Michelle.
No,
I had to get the clams in there.
No, we know you got to get clams in there somewhere, Mark. You wouldn't be trying if you weren't doing that.
So John had said in '78 that he could see the Beatles getting back together. I think they would have done something together again. But I love this old picture of them at Shea. I think maybe that's the Shea Stadium, or that was one of their last tour. I think they played out in California as the last concert. Yeah, John sings lead, Paul doubles the verses, and Paul and Ringo at background chorus. Yeah. So, and here's the link if you want to go watch it. Yep. Yeah, that was a tragic. I just remember coming home from school that day and hearing that. Well, it was announced during Monday
Night Football.
Monday
where
Football.
I heard it.
Yeah, that's where you heard it.
It was actually, I think Howard Cosell or one of them, or Frank Gifford, one of them announced it.
Yeah, they broke in. Yeah. And that year, I think the Pope was shot that year, and I'm trying to remember what. Or Reagan was shot that year.
What year was this again? The Lennon was shot.
Reagan. I think it was in 1980.
I think Reagan was 81 or 82. I can't remember now, but
yeah, it was a traumatic few in 1980, and Reagan was shot early on in his term too.
Yeah, I remember. I know exactly
81.
I know exactly where I was that day. I mean, I can remember it. I don't know why I can't remember crap I did 5 minutes ago, but I remember every bit of that day for some reason when Reagan was shot and when John Lennon was shot. Well,
And
John Lennon, I saw
the Pope was shot, around that.
Sometimes around that point, yeah.
Yeah. So I remember coming home from school, and then I went to Catholic school, so I interrupted the Catholic school. So we, but this is really cool. Then they added John in here to this frame and George. So you got all 4 Beatles together here. And John had such a great sense of humor, great personality. George Harrison was always called the quiet Beatle. Brian, the Candlestick, San Francisco. Thank you. Was the last concert. Yeah. And PVP says 1980. Yep. Thank you, guys. Yep. So, I mean, could they have done this 20 years ago? Yes, but not as in terms of the video production here. So, I thought this was fun here, where they're adding, the 2 deceased members of the band back, and John had that sense of humor. So this is that was a lot of fun. It was also sad too when you watch it. It's sad, but it's kind of like watching an old yearbook video or a scrapbook, or so I thought it was a nice touch. And people were saying that Peter Jackson did this, yeah. And I think the word got out that such a terrible day. I think, of course, there was no interwebs back then. I love this shot with George and George here from Sgt. Pepper's. I think there was a reporter in the emergency room, and then he called, and it was a sports reporter, I think, for either WABC or one of the local radio stations, and then he phoned in. It's like, I think John Lennon just passed away, or John Lennon's in the hospital. He happened to be there that night and reported it. Of course, it's news didn't travel as fast back then, but what a terrible thing. And there was a big debate, right, Cloudburn Times, about whether or not to break into Monday Night Football by Cosell. And who did Cosell want to do? Or Cosell originally didn't want to do it, I think, if I'm correct, right?
Oh, I don't remember now.
Yeah.
Who didn't want to? I thought Cosell wanted to. Oh, it may have been Gifford that reported. I think Cosell didn't want to, but Gifford did. But they had to do it from orders on high. I mean, it was the biggest thing going on in the news that day.
Yeah.
And when it was reported, I can't remember. I just remember hearing about it first on, because I was a kid. I don't know, like 50 or 60. I didn't watch the news that much. I mean, but watched Monday Night Football every Monday.
Yeah.
I think it was the Redskins and somebody else. I can't really remember. But
yeah.
I'll find out for you.
So this is interesting here too. These pictures. So this is they did a string compilation. Giles Martin, his father famously did, added a lot of string instrumentals to the Beatles music, and they filmed this like a year ago, or recorded it, and they didn't tell the artist. So imagine you're the musician and Paul McCartney's there, but they didn't say that it was for a new Beatles song. They just said, it's for Paul McCartney, or just less is more. So the news didn't break.
Yeah, Howard broke it, by the way.
Oh, Howard broke it. But I think there was I know there was a controversy about whether or not to announce anything during the show, during the
it was
broadcast.
Here you go. Miami and New England. So it was for that, it's just somebody's got it on YouTube. They put it on there, the announcement.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember I know
here it is.
What the controversy was. Yeah.
Yep, it's on YouTube if you want to. I guess you can get in trouble showing it. I don't know, but
yeah, but I could.
I don't know if you could or not, but he did it. I mean, apparently they just found out because right before the half, and I don't know who wanted to or not wanted to, but Howard reported it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I'll send you the link if you want. Damn it.
Yeah, so that ended the Beatles for good, for good, and unfortunately, but we did get these three new three new songs. Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, it was when John Lennon was murdered. Steve North, a young broadcaster for the Long Island radio station WLIR, broke the news. So yeah, I knew it was a radio person that was there, and it was actually WLIR was a modern music, so they had a commercial that said "We dare you too," like as in you too, to listen to, and it was all British and punk, new wave, quote unquote alternative music. Not a lot of it's, U2 was considered not mainstream back then. So he was, broadcaster. So he happened to be in the hospital that night. Yep. So I'm trying to remember why I was there, but yeah. So he helped break that news. But yeah,
the way Howard announced it, Jesus Christ! Yeah. Only Howard Cosell would announce it like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just. It was like a sporting. It wasn't minimalizing it. They were saying this is only a football game, folks. This is really horrible what happened. But he did it in the Howard Cosell kind of way.
Yeah. That's the way Howard was, and Howard Cosell lived in New York City as well. Yep.
Yeah, it was 12/8/80. By the way, it was December 8th, 1980.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, he had signed an autograph for the person that shot him.
Yep.
Earlier in the day.
I won't say his name. I'm not going to say a stupid name, but I will tell you something about that though. Did you know there was an actor that played John Lennon in some TV movie that had a very similar name to that guy named the actor's name was Mark Lindsay Chapman.
Oh, okay.
And he played John Lennon in a TV movie. And it's weird that he had, again, obviously it was later.
Coincidence.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. I wonder what happened to that guy. I think he ended up changing his name, of course, probably.
Yeah.
This is like the guy who shot Reagan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then they changed the name of
Ralph. Just because he had the same last name as the character on Greatest American Hero, Ralph Hinckley. And for a few episodes, they changed Ralph Hinckley's name to Ralph Handley. And then after a few episodes, they changed it back.
Yeah. Well, this is a funny, he got young Paul there and young George. So the fun thing about this, they have a good sense of humor making this video. So it's not just, the Paul McCartney. Got some fun clips of him there. Yeah. And it's a very simple song, but it's you can see John Lennon's talent. I mean, who knows what he would have made of the song. Double Fantasy was a great album. It was a huge hit, this huge comeback. Then of course he was tragically murdered, soon after. But that was a massive hit, Double Fantasy. A lot of big songs on the album, and he's back to recording. And who knows what these demos are, but what always gets me is the creative genius. So JT Kirk is saying, perhaps I'm missing something. Find the Beatles music talent to be good, not A++, and they imagine it to be Garbaggio. But I mean, just the talent to be able to create music and songs. If you've watched, the Peter Jackson Get Back video, even if you just skip to the scene where John is creating Get Back and he's strumming on the guitar, and all of a sudden you hear Get Back, Get Back, Get Back, and he's it's just out of whole cloth. He just hits on that refrain, and you hear that song, and it's just like, what where does that come from? I mean, not many people can write music and have that talent. That's why, for a group to have so many hits is so phenomenal. I mean, I don't care what kind of, what music you write, but it's such a talent, and these guys had it in spades. All four of them had, immense talent, and George Harrison, a great songwriter in his own right. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Here Comes the Sun, to name two massive songs. It's just so rare to have that kind of talent and be so prolific and have albums where, maybe you're not a Beatles fan, but you go through some of the albums, and if you heard, a few seconds of each song, which I can't play, like, oh, I know that song. This is great. Yeah, Ringo, old Ringo and young Ringo. And these guys have aged pretty well, I have to say, too. God bless them. Yeah, you got that talent there, and I always hear Beatles are overrated. It's like, I wish we had hundreds of more bands as overrated as the Beatles. I mean, it's one thing to say, yeah, you don't like their music. Like, I don't like maybe some comic book artists. Doesn't mean they're not good. Just maybe not your cup of tea. But man, these guys are talented, and they changed pop music. So
yeah,
it'd be like if you had Kirby and Ditko, and who would be your other two top artists we could throw in there as a super group together?
No, I mean, the Giants.
Kirby, Ditko. Who would be number 3? Perez. I don't know. Or
as far as the greatest of all, I mean, like Kirby and Ditko, Siegel and Schuster.
Yeah.
Bill Finger, Gardner Fox. Those are all writers, but still. As far as just creators are concerned.
Yeah, if you had a super group, yeah.
Will Eisner, Gil Kane, Neil Adams.
Yep.
And Perez, sure. George Perez. I mean, he's up in my top there. So, yeah, and that's what these guys are, the elites. And music,
PvP, I would say how did they change society? They're looking back at the 60s. A lot of younger folks these days don't have a positive outlook on how society turned in the 60s. Well, I mean, they did influence society, and I said, influence pop music specifically, but, just trends in terms of clothes and haircuts and, the mop tops. Imagine how conservative society was back then. Their hair was too long when they landed. So it was controversial. I mean, and the messaging in their songs, and LDS, and, love and peace. And, later on, the first songs were very, very simple, but I wouldn't say they were
fun, though.
They were fun. Yeah. They were great songs, but do they change? It's just, they're part of the culture, I guess, is the way to look at it. But they definitely changed, pop music, how it was written and recorded. And it's, And as PvP says here, force like the Beatles again, too many distractions now. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see a group that big. I mean, I'm more, Led Zeppelin growing up was probably one of my favorite groups. I'm a huge Jethro Tull fan. But you got these giants of music, and the Beatles are number 1. You got the Stones, the Who, Led Zeppelin, the British Invasion. Doesn't mean they're, how do you judge the greatest of all time? But they're going to be in the top 10 of
the greatest pop band. I mean, the greatest for sure. I mean, they're the greatest. That doesn't mean everybody's favorite. No one's everybody's favorite. Nobody.
Yeah.
But what they did, they're pioneers.
Old Man Comes, his favorite scene, John looking at the sunset with a picture of the young Beatles. Yeah, that was really, really well done. Yeah, it's really touching. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm too young to remember the 60s, per se, but yeah. Even though I lived a few years in it, but you just, growing up in the 70s, you'd hear,
Well, Imagine is a beautiful song, but it's commie crap and it's stupid. And it's a fun. I mean, I got to admit, it's wrong in everything, in its entire philosophy, but it's still, it's a good song.
Yeah, musically it's a great song, and of course, it's a song, right? So yeah, imagine there's no war. I mean, it's a great thing to aspire to in certain.
Yeah, but no, also no religion, no all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Remember what Rush would say was Regas, imagine all the trouble.
Yeah.
It's easy if you try.
Yeah.
Remember they badly lip synced John Lennon and Forrest Gump? He said, imagine that. It's easy if you try.
Yeah, the tech wasn't so good.
Yes, they did. They got me all wrong. They didn't sound anything like me. I knew. It's easy. Yeah, but they were.
Oh, JT Kirk's not a big U2 fan. Vapid. I do like U2 though, JT. I have to say, some of their albums I do like. Yeah, I love this picture. So this, I think this is the last picture taken of the Beatles all together. Was this this picture? Let me go back. Yeah, that picture here, and that was on the cover, the Paperback Writer album. It was an LP or EP.
Paperback Writer.
Yeah, so that didn't appear on their album, but I think that was the last time they were filmed together as the Beatles. And I could be wrong, but I think that was the last official.
By the way,
time.
that actor I was telling you about, Mark Lindsay Chapman.
Yeah,
he was up for the part of Lennon for a 1985 TV movie called John and Yoko, and Yoko liked his audition and everything. They were really impressed with him. They liked him. Then she heard his name and nixed it. Nah, it's bad karma, she said.
Bad karma, yeah.
That guy was on a lot of other stuff later.
Yep.
Including that dumb Swamp Thing series.
That's the Beatles' last performance, I think they're showing there.
Yeah.
And of course, technically their last performance is the Get Back, the rooftop concert, but I should say last touring performance. And yet, if you haven't had a chance to watch that movie Get Back, I mean, God, it's so good. It's so good. And just, even if you're not a massive Beatles fan, it's fun to watch and see how they interact and how they created music. I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people. Yeah, John. It's a good. Yeah, it's naive and it's in some ways, but it's the heart. Your heart's in the right place. Yeah, it's not. I think when he says "imagine there's no religion," I think he's trying to say organized religion. Is my interpretation of the song, but yeah,
no countries and no borders. What's all that other stuff?
Kind of like a Gene Roddenberry. Yeah, in my mind, a little bit in terms of.
Gene Roddenberry was talking about the future.
Future, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, look. Yeah.
And of course, these are old pictures of the Beatles here. George, and that looks like Ringo. So, which was really touching about this video here, where they went back and they, went back in time and grabbed all these great pictures. They're going younger and younger here, and four lads from Liverpool.
Some of the stuff John said about the Stones, though. There's you ever heard of National Lampoon Radio?
Nope.
Well, National Lampoon in the magazine, before they had the magazine, there was a radio troupe. I mean, and a lot of those people were in, all those people
sketch comedy.
And all the guys from Spinal Tap were in it, or most of them were, including Tony Hendra. Well, Tony Hendra, the guy, he's in Spinal Tap, I think. Isn't he in Spinal Tap? I think because and so was
maybe.
So what's
the name sounds familiar.
So was Christopher Guest and a lot of those guys. But anyway, National Lampoon Radio had a guy named Tony Hendra. He did this song back in the mid to late 70s. Sorry, and he took excerpts from John Lennon interviews and strung them together. And he made a song called "Genius is Pain." I don't know if I ever showed that to you. And he sings it in John, sings it like he's John, like he's John. And it's I can't say any words from it here, but it's hilarious. Because John cursed up a storm in these interviews, and he said bad stuff about everybody. I mean,
yeah.
But you have to hear the song because he sings it as John Lennon. Yeah, I know he was in Spinal Tap, not a big part, but he was in it.
Small part, yeah. Well, and the interesting thing about any of these rock bands, I don't care what band, you always find there's like guys that grew up together. Like, imagine, I know John and Paul knew each other, and I think they knew George and Ringo. They got rid of Pete Best, and when I heard there was a drummer for the Beatles that got kicked out of the group, Pete Best, it's like, oh my God, that's got to be the worst lottery ticket in life. Years later, when they did Anthology, they finally put some of his music recordings with him with the Beatles on. So I think that we finally got some royalties. But that's a rough one. And
but did you have you seen the Ruddles, by the way?
Yeah. 70s was doing the Ruddles.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And they were playing skiffle music back then. That was
Eric Idles.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd had a cameo as the guy who didn't sign the Beatles or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And at the end of the interview, he goes, "What's your little peanut asshole?"
Yeah.
I've seen that in a long time.
But it's but it's always interesting to see how these people grow up. A lot of bands, guys grow up together and become, hit it big later on. I mean, I'm sure it's it's a very small small percentage. But over here people are saying Spinal
Why don't you
Tap.
just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
God, it just doesn't get any better than that. These old pictures of the group together. I'm a sucker for sentimental stuff. Yeah, it's just really, really, really well done. Peter Jackson did a great job. Yeah, because girls went crazy over the Beatles screaming. Yes, they were screaming so much you could never hear. They couldn't hear themselves. They said when they were trying to play. They played the tech back then. It was so bad for the audio that they couldn't hear themselves sing. So this is a nice way to end the video. So then they just fade out. It's black and white. I don't know if this is the Ed Sullivan show. Maybe someone could tell me in the chat. Or this guy, obviously an early performance. Maybe it's Ed Sullivan. I don't know. But
it looks like Ed Sullivan. I don't know.
I'm guessing it's Ed Sullivan.
Well, the Beatles are here to you tonight with my really big show.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Damn it. Oh, they were on Doctor Who once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's just a great way to end that video. I mean, end that video. It's just very well done.
Yeah. Dang.
Yep. So that's it, and they know this is the last song, and it's only technology that let them do this next song. But I think it was nice. Yeah, it's Stuart Sutcliffe was originally in the band. That's right. Yep. And he dropped out actually. Yeah, he went to art school or was in art school. I'm trying to remember my Beatles history, but he dropped out. There were 5. Yep. PvP is headed out. Well, it says it's getting late here. Yep, it got late early, as we say. Yep, I think we're gonna close out in a few minutes too, because with the time change and everything, it's a nice end on this Beatles thing. But And PvP says, yeah, the video editing is cool. Yeah, it's nice, touching way to end there. Yep. Did the Queen have a favorite member of the Beatles? I'm guessing. I don't know. She might have been unpopular. Like, it's like you have kids. You don't want to pick a favorite. I don't know though yet. And Hard Day's Night. Oh, that's Hard Day's Night. Old Man Come Back. Yeah, that's a classic Beatles movie, Hard Day's Night. So yeah, that's not Ed Sullivan, but Hard Day's Night was, what was that? That was pretty early on. Was that 64 or 65? You could argue the Beatles had some of the first videos too, right? Yeah, Hard Day's Night was 64. Yep. So it was early on in their career. And Phil Collins is actually in the movie. Is in the crowd there. Yep. And Larry also said that's from Hard Day's Night. Yeah, I haven't watched that in a while. So I think he's talking about Stuart Sutcliffe. He stayed with a girlfriend in Germany. Yeah.
Oh man, they took the Beatles off of that Doctor Who episode.
They did?
It was. They looked like they removed it from the Blu-ray and the BritBox. And that episode called "The Chase" with William Hartnell in 1963 or 4, whatever it was. I think they were going on. There was called "The Chase," and there was a scope thingy that was looking at different parts of time and in Earth and all this stuff.
Oh, so they had a clip.
And a clip from them on the plane called "Top of the Pops." And why would they take that off the DVD?
So what episode was? Let me see if I
have
it
on
my collection.
A couple of guys are talking about it.
What year was it?
65.
Season 1?
It was season. It still is the Chase season. Season 2 of Doctor Who. According to this, it's off the Blu-ray set. It was just them watching different stuff on the.
I have the Chase. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know which episode it's in?
Part
Probably
1.
Part 1, The Executioners.
But yeah, cut from BritBox. But it was there in the original broadcast, a clip of the Beatles performing on Ticket to Ride on Top of the Pops.
To see if I have it now. Yeah.
In 1965, this is the only surviving piece of this Top of the Pops recording. In other words, that Top of the Pops recording with the Beatles on it was destroyed like a lot of stuff, but it's on Doctor Who for a second of it anyway. It's the only,
Oh yeah, because they lost. Yeah, they lost the. All right, I'm playing it now. Of course, I can't play it for you guys because I'll be in big trouble. But they're showing Abraham Lincoln right now.
Yeah,
they're show a clip. So you got Abraham Lincoln.
Okay. It's not too far off from that.
Let me go forward. Let's see what else they're showing. One, they're showing the Queen, I guess here.
You've been talking about the Queen again, Bob? On Independence Day, pow! You know what that's from? It's after this scene, I think, maybe. Remember Unforgiven?
Oh yeah. The Duck of Death.
Right when he punched English Bob. Like, you've been talking about the Queen again, Bob, and then he punched Independence Day.
Here we go. I've still got it. Oh yeah,
there you go. It's in that episode anyway. So they cut it off a BritBox and the Blu-ray. According to
the whole album. I mean, I see the whole album, the whole show.
No, just the Beatles part.
Oh, they clipped.
According to some two YouTubers that we were talking about,
they took it out. Yeah. So this is Beatles
ridiculous.
On Top of the Pops. Yeah.
It's not even a long scene. It's like just a couple of seconds of them watching them.
Well, they're just showing you something historical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it. Let's see. Do they
cut that out?
They're.
Abraham Lincoln is one of my top 10.
Oh, they're playing. She's Got a Ticket to Ride.
Yep. She's got a ticket. I love this song. Ticket to Ride.
She don't care. Yep. There's a couple of clips of that. Yeah. That's those. Yeah, look at their hair there. They need haircuts.
Top of the Pops.
I gotta have hair that long. Yeah, so all this stuff got erased. I mean,
that part got cut out of the Blu-ray. I mean, the episode's still there.
Yeah. But I mean, they
and
lost a lot of the BBC TV. They lost the.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff got destroyed. And I guess that did too. And again, according to these
yeah.
guys, it was cut off the BritBox, and according to someone else, it was cut off the freaking the Blu-ray, the new Blu-ray that they came out with. Oh no, wait a minute! If you brought the season 2 Blu-ray set in Australia, you missed it. But are these guys from Australia? Man, I'll check BritBox later.
Yeah.
For over here, maybe it's on here. Maybe just Australia can't have it for some reason.
Yeah. And then I couldn't see the chat, and of course Larry had it. Yeah, Ticket to Ride from Help. Yep.
Yeah.
It's only a few seconds. Well, of course it could be a rights issue. Who the heck?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Knows? I mean, so yeah, we're getting the rights to the song too. That's what happens with a lot of TV shows. They can't get the rights to the famously a lot of shows that are put out years later. Then they take the music off, or they have to change the music because they pay for the rights just for the show. And then when they go to put it on DVD years later, or they, of course, you didn't even know about DVD. Yeah. Some of these shows. So it's, I remember Freaks and Geeks took years to release on DVD because the music's so integral to that show. And it's just not the same without the music. I mean, you've got to have Grateful Dead Box of Rain in that, show. It just doesn't work without it because they created that show using that soundtrack, and then they finally got the rights to it. Thank God. But yep. So
yep, indeed.
Well, let me show one more thing.
All
and
right.
We're gonna plug Mrs. Dadman's channel.
Rogu.
I was printing. I'm teasing Dadman, but I think I streamed longer than Dadman, although I was not awake for all of it, probably. But
yeah,
I did my Darth
24
Vader
hour stream.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
So this is. I'm gonna be away from the mic for a second, but this was just. Let me zoom in on it.
Yeah, Brian. But WKRP ended up putting the music back in, though. I think I remember they did that some DVD or was it VHS releases where they took all the music out because of licensing. But I think now they changed that. They've got it back in there. Because it is weird without that music. Don't quote me on that, but I could have sworn something about it. I got it.
Yeah, that's happened before. Yeah, where they've had to.
Yeah, but that's a show that they've always played music in it, and yeah.
It
happened in a lot of shows back then. But I mean, now I think that's one that they got resolved.
Or they have to pay. They got to pay.
Oh, they paid. Yeah.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, back then when it was out, it's like, no one's ever going to watch these again, right? Or it's on syndication, but they're going to sell them. Yeah.
But it's weird though, because back in the 80s, at least, I don't know about later, and 90s, when you would be watching a TV show, right, and you would hear some popular music of the day, it was always a cover. In other words, you could tell it wasn't the original. I don't care if it was a Beatles song or it was whatever it was. It was somebody else covering it and then playing it as if that would got. I don't know why they couldn't just play a, you couldn't just put a Led Zeppelin or a Beatles or I don't know, a Culture Club, Duran Duran, whatever. You couldn't put their song in the episode, but so you'd hear these songs and go, wow, that doesn't sound like the original. I mean, that doesn't sound like, and it wasn't.
It wasn't, yeah.
But they played but WKRP, he played the albums, but not the whole album. So either it's the thing is probably what they were able to settle it out, because it's not like they played whole albums and stuff. He played it for a couple. Johnny Fever would turn it on, or Vivian's Flytrap would turn the music on. They'll play it for a couple of seconds, and
Yeah. No one knew. Yeah.
Look at that.
So this is Darth Pumpkin.
Yes. Oh, hey,
Wow.
does the head come off?
He's smaller.
It's glued together.
Oh, it's glued together because I see that ridge. Okay.
He's smaller than I thought it would be.
Oh wait, it fell off.
This is actually.
You look really big on them when you were printing it.
No, this is actually. I was gonna say I did this 200%. So when I get back to work on Monday, I'll show everyone how big the thing is. Massive. The pumpkin.
That one there.
This is the mini version. This is like a mini version. So, but yeah, that was the A little short to be a storm pumpkin. Good one, JT Kirk. Yeah. Hey, Princess Fiona's here. Hail.
Hey,
she
Fiona.
says it's
Hell, Fiona.
much cheaper to get performance rights for a cover, and the original is significantly cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, a little short for a storm pumpkin.
That's right.
So that's had that guy for Halloween. So that's a mini version of it. He's pretty darn cute, right? He's almost as
Yeah.
Spock is gonna.
By the way, before I forget, because you ought to change your background eventually. People are going to think you like lousy crap like In Suckled Invasion and Banana Jones and that dumb Superman cartoon.
Oh yeah, I have that on the on that brand.
The background.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Say,
You go like that,
you watch
yeah.
that stuff? Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I was uploading some Spinal Tap. Well, here's the classic quote.
It's still a stupid. It's such a fine line between stupid and clever. Yeah,
It's just
clever,
a little
clever.
turnabout.
Oh crap.
Dozens of people spontaneously combust each year. It's just not really widely reported.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Can I raise a practical question at this point? Are we going to do Stonehenge tomorrow?
No, we're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
Oh, which I forgot. So
What?
Everyone's got to avert their eyes. I'm going to warn you. I got to.
Why are you doing this?
I have to.
All
do
right.
one too.
He's warning you. Close your eyes. Don't look at what he's about to play. He's a sicko.
Yeah, this was one of the greatest hits from Voyager. So you got 6 seconds. You can turn away, but I had to, because I don't. Clobbertimes forgot.
The sound
to play
is
this
the
clip.
worst. The sound is the worst part.
I think you forgot to play this clip. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't forget anything. Ew. No, that one. I did play that one.
You did play that one?
Yeah. It's that 14-second one I didn't play. That one that's horrible. The worst one is with this. I mean, the feet stuff's gross. Neelix's noise he's making makes me want to punch the entire universe in the face. I want to go back in time and find the jackass who allowed that to be filmed and beat him to no, I'm not gonna say anymore.
Ew. Oh God.
Why do you do
God. Oh, Mark. Why did they ever?
Why would you let that happen?
Why would you ever film that to begin with? I mean,
yes,
that's like almost a cheap ripoff.
That shouldn't even get past the network censors.
P-word stuff. Yeah, it's
where's
like,
the network censors when you need them? They're all a bunch of they censor all the shit they shouldn't. Man, one time you want censorship, they won't do it.
Yeah, the cross-eyed.
Oh, ew. God.
Make it stop.
Oh, that is the most.
Sorry, Dad, man, but this. Yeah, when I saw this came on, I was like, I don't believe they had this. We had to play it for what you said 6 seconds. Sorry. Well, here's something. This is something for the guys here.
I can't say that I like this town very much.
Is that better, Dad, man, or is that worse?
On the other hand,
the chicken feet.
That's a lot better.
That is
better.
That's
a lot better.
That's better.
Oh God, Brian.
Man, you chase people away, then there you go. They go run.
I chase people away. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Last night, I gave everybody the choice, and they voted for it because they're sickos. And if it had been no votes in time, I would have not done it. I would have said, "Look, Raquel says, please don't." It's so bad. It's so horrific.
And as soon as I saw that, I was sorry for you. When I saw
I'd rather watch
a
Wesley marathon than watch freaking Neelix. Anything. Oh.
This is what it made everyone.
So, I want you all to stop crying. Everything is going to be all right.
Picard, how could you do that?
Because he wasn't kind little grandpa like they tried to make him be.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I think when I'm going to make the worst character list, I always thought it might be Wesley, but Neelix is worse.
Yeah, Neelix is pretty bad. Yeah, Neelix is worse. Yeah.
Nog was pretty bad. I couldn't stand Nog. But you know what? Here's the thing. I was thinking about that. Obviously, the original series doesn't have anybody like that. Next Gen did have Wesley, but even Wesley, he was just a kid. And then what was bad about him was they were letting him save the ship all the time. That was the stupid part. Otherwise, who cares? So that was awful. Then you got DS9. The only one that was a character that was annoying to me was kind of Nog. And even later, he got okay, right? So nobody was really, whether the episodes were shitty or not, nobody's really that annoying. Along comes Voyager, and why you want to make an annoying Enterprise didn't have an annoying character. All of the other ones didn't have anybody like that. Why you make a Neelix?
Yeah, it made no sense. Yeah,
it was just God. Why do we have to have a Neelix? It just doesn't make sense. Agreed.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
That's how you do a funny character on Star Trek, right?
Right. You could be Quark was. Look, Quark was funny. Quark was, but he was a good character, a nuanced character. Yeah. Neelix is a cowardly piece of garbaggio, and he's just awful. Like I said, Rom started out really unbelievably, insufferable, but then they turned him into a good character. Rom became okay, and then Nog started out. I really hated him for the first couple of seasons. I couldn't stand it all. But you know what? Here's the thing: he wasn't in the main cast. Neelix in the main cast of this show.
Yeah.
And just like Wesley,
and he's always insinuating. He's putting himself in all these situations.
Oh God, they love him.
How long is this quadrant? How could Neelix know?
Yeah,
they've been.
how big is the Delta?
They've been going at warp 8 for 2 years, and and
why do they need him? They should have been away from his territory like a season ago.
Yeah.
When that's the thing, yes, Quark was fleshed out. That's what I'm saying. In each instance of every single cast, Wesley was a main cast member, but I can't stand him. He was, but that wasn't even. I don't like Will Wheaton. He's an idiot. I don't like Wesley. But the reason why Wesley was bad because he kept saving the damn ship. Still, Quark, everybody else in the main cast, because Nog and Rom weren't main cast members, right? I'm talking about their names on the credits, opening credits. The only really annoying one of any of them is Neelix. Even Kes. I don't care about Kes. I mean, I know Raquel hates her. I mean, she's absolutely right with her criticism of how stupid they handle Kes. But she's still, sometimes when she's just with the doctor in sick bay, just being normal, she's fine. I mean, even gave them an okay. I disagreed with Raquel last night. I thought she gave an interesting performance as a villain in that stupid Warlord episode. Just the episode was stupid. But Neelix is the only one that's insufferable of all the cast members of all the Treks to me.
Yeah, I don't think Kes is that bad. The acting and it's just it's the character is so ridiculous in terms of what they side. The only living 9 years, and then they tried to make it 18. Or that's just ridiculous. I mean, so that's the problem. But she's a good actress on those episodes. But just Neelix is just such an annoying character. You don't believe the two of them together. It's like, what do they see the two together? It's just and that wasn't a good story. That Warlord story was I wasn't there for the reviews, but I was watching. It was pain. I mean, her acting wasn't so bad, but
I mean, I don't think she did a bad job. It's just it was in that. But yeah, I mean, like Fiona says, she's innocuous unless she's unless she's featured in a story. That's that. Yeah, I'm with you there. But other times she just it's okay. But
yeah.
Neelix is never good.
Yeah, it's just a boring. And so always insufferable. Neelix is an insufferable guy. Yeah, Kes is just more of a boring, character. They tried to make her interesting, and then that's why they added the telepathy and that Warlord. So he's got the quote unquote superpowers now, and it's just.
We have a friend that defends Neelix, saying he's supposed to be annoying. Well, good job, but why would you make a character that's supposed to be unlikable and annoying? Here's where that doesn't hold water for me. there are characters in fiction that are great characters that are annoying. Probably the best of all is in a science fiction comedy called Red Dwarf. The character of Ardal Judas Rimmer is the most pain in the ass, annoying jackass, and he's brilliantly played by Chris Berry, and he's hilarious.
Just watched season 1 of that again.
Oh, really?
Red Dwarf. Yeah,
I know you'd never seen it before. Cool.
I've seen like bits and pieces, where you just catch random episodes here and there.
Yeah.
It's been so long, I forgot the whole damn. Whatever.
It gets better.
I knew the basic setup.
2 and 3 get better, but I like 1 has some good ones in it though.
Yeah, so I just finished 1. I don't like the cat character though. I think the cat character.
I got used to him, but he's weird. He's a really good actor though. That guy's. He's funny. But I hear you. But I love.
First season, he's just not a good character. In that
no, he's terrible in the first season. But man, they had. I think the first season of the episode had Queeg, which was a good one, and had was Confidence and Paranoia in that season. I think it is. The one where Lister had a strange virus that it made his confidence and his paranoia into actual people.
Oh yeah. That was the last. I think that was the second to last episode. There was a famous.
Love that one.
It was the actor who was. It was a famous actor who was.
Remember now.
Let's see.
But point is, Rimmer is supposed to be.
Oh, he's annoying. Yeah,
but he's a great character because Chris Berry is brilliant.
Oh my God, he's so annoying.
But he's funny. Oh man,
he's a hologram. He's a hologram,
and he gets better and better. Yeah, he's the worst. He's the most insufferable prat. But it's he's there for Lister to tangle with. And
Craig
Ferguson was in that, right? Okay. Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Craig Ferguson. Yeah.
But you got some unbelievably brilliant episodes coming up. I mean, man, and second season was better. The third season went off the hook, right? For me, in my opinion, anyway. Third, fourth, fifth, and third, fourth, and fifth are the best. And then 6 has a lot of great. And 6 were great. And then after that, 7, 8, they had their problems, but. I've watched everyone, even the new ones they've made, up to season 12, and then the specials.
Yes, that's Craig Ferguson. His confidence. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is him. Holy crap! I thought that was a funny episode. It was such a crazy concept.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so he gets. They separate him out. Yeah, they separate his confidence and paranoia. What was it? A virus or something?
It was a virus. It was a weird one. Yeah, and this one guy, it personified, or it created actually his persona, it embodied these 2 beings, embodied his confidence, one, and the other is paranoia.
And he kills paranoia.
Killed paranoia.
and then confidence. Spoiler alert. He's they're outside, and he's trying to take his helmet off. He's outside. He's like, you can't do that, you'll die. He's like, watch me, I can do it. And he takes his helmet off and he explodes. The cat gets better though. He's pretty fun. I mean, cat gets better because he's super annoying.
Well,
he's super annoying that first time. He's just idiotic.
He does some hilarious shit though. Good Lord. Yeah. The guy is really good. Danny John Jules is a great actor.
Yeah.
You don't want to annoy the audience. You need to write a character that annoys the other characters, but the audience finds enjoy. Exactly. But you need talent for that, like they do in here. In other words, Rimmer's there to annoy Lister. But Neelix, the crew put up with him. He's there to annoy the audience.
Yeah.
They probably didn't mean it that way, but that's the way it is. God, it's such a good day. This is such a great show in spite of the laugh track. I always thought they shouldn't have had that laugh track, but it's okay. It doesn't hurt it. Doesn't kill it.
Oh, the hologram ages? Just kidding. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I shouldn't say
sort of
spoilers, but yeah.
Those were season 10. They got older, but they're still pretty funny. Not as funny as the old show, but it was pretty. I mean, so far I've watched every one. Even that about 2 years ago, they had a special that was on Amazon. It was the last one they made called The Promised Land, and it was still kind of pretty good. But they have such amazing, crazy. What's great about the show is they have great, crazy science fiction concepts. Wes Kegel, hail.
Hey, Wes Kegel. How's it going? Yeah, so I did enjoy it, but Cat, it's good to hear the Cat gets better because he's just an annoying character. But
he's so superficial. And I had a buddy of mine when we were talking about the shows. I mean, his favorite character was the cat because he's so superficial, and he never. I mean, he just does a lot. Put it this way: they give him more funny stuff to do. He's still
because
in the first season he's very primitive, like he's just an actual cat.
And he's not that he's annoying in the first season. He's barely on too.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of screen time, so that's a good. There's one episode where they find the priest or whatever, or they're doing the, the history of why they worship.
Lister.
Was it Lister? And it's all mixed up, and it's
so
just
ridiculous.
hilarious. Yeah.
I do like the hologram, the character with the H on his head. That one's
Rimmer's my favorite. He's the best character on the show. I mean, Lister's great. I love it's sort of like a Kirk Spock McCoy thing. You can't have one. They're together. They have to.
They work
the same
together.
Pieces. Yeah, you can't. I mean, Rimmer wouldn't be anywhere near as funny without Lister, and Lister wouldn't be what he is without Rimmer. And Chris Berry, who plays Rimmer, is one of the most talented British actors. He's brilliant. He's great, man.
And then they're trying to get and Lister's trying to get his girlfriend, or wanted to date that girl.
Kachansky.
They wanted to bring her back as a hologram because you can only have one hologram on the ship at a time.
Yeah, that was great when he chipped in to replace him.
And then he's actually him looking like her, and he's trying to pretend. And then
episode
Lister figures it out.
Soup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gazpacho soup.
So
and I love Queeg.
That's BBC, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was BBC. Did you see Queeg yet?
BritBox on there. I don't think I've gotten to.
Queeg was the one
I
with
just did the first season.
The other Holly was replaced by Queeg. He's like, yeah. Anyway, that's good stuff. That might be the last one of the first season. Yeah.
Have you watched it, Dadman, or?
No, I've never gotten into the show. I've only seen it in bits and pieces when I've flipped across PBS, or the missus had it on a little bit. But no, I haven't. It's another in a big long set of shows
to do's.
I need to watch. Now I would give it a chance now, having been exposed to more of the British comedies and stuff, like IT Crowd and others. Growing up, I had problems, and there's still problems, I think, physically with the British accent a lot of times for me. And when I can't hear, I sort of check out. Well, yeah, I guess I hate reading, but yeah, it's one or the other. But you're right. It's like but see, used to, you couldn't always get subtitles, but and so I wouldn't necessarily watch it if you're missing half the stuff. But it's always looked like a good show. It's always looked funny. So. Plus, all the British shows have tended to be pretty good, though, considering.
Oh yeah, well, this show is one. Other than there's a similarity to Hitchhiker's Guide, of course, in the sense of science fiction and comedy, but it mixes, especially down the road, some hard science fiction concepts that are pretty well done, and yet with crazy British comedy. The two shouldn't go together, and they do because we have the great writers. See that right there, Season 5, Episode 2, The Inquisitor is probably one of my top 2 or 3 favorite episodes. I love that one.
God, not there yet, but yeah.
Season 5 is brilliant. I mean, 4 is too. 3, 4, and 5, and 6 are unreal. They're so funny. And the characters do develop, of course. And actually, you don't want them to develop too much because Rimmer's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
They had an episode in Season 5 called Back to Reality. I won't spoil it for you, but that's the one. That's Stephen Hawking's favorite episode. He loves Red Dwarf. He loved it.
Yeah. Oh, I did start watching Sirius too because they had Crichton was on.
Yeah, Crichton, but he comes back in season 3, of course. That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, but he's
different actor.
Yeah. So
they tried 2 American pilots.
Yeah, I was reading about that. Yeah, and they had those failed too.
Both had same guy, John Llewellyn playing Crichton. One of them had Terry Farrell playing the cat.
Yeah, I think is that available to watch, or is that
might be on YouTube? Probably is.
Yeah, probably somewhere. Yeah. They were going to bring it to America. Typical Americans who screw things up. Yep.
Yepper.
Yep. When Princess Fiona says, "I've never gotten a Red Dwarf. I consider it a character flaw of mine." We can be honest, yeah. And That's funny. Yeah. So I started watching. I said I got to watch Red Dwarf because I've only seen a few episodes here and there, and Clobber Times made me watch it too. So.
I did. I made you. I didn't make you watch that or Blackadder.
Same thing with Blackadder too.
You ever get
I haven't finished
the 4th season of Blackadder yet? Oh man.
Oh yeah. I'm up to Blackadder goes 4th.
Have you seen that yet? Oh my god.
I think I just watched the first episode of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I had too much Voyager to watch. Yeah.
Unlike some people, I don't make people watch things.
Yeah. I'm trying to make you watch Stargirl.
Nah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Yeah, the pilots are on YouTube. Oh God.
Yeah.
Suck.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we did a little bit of. I didn't do any enabling tonight or foodery, but I think it's late enough.
Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. I got a few minutes. You
want to see some food, Dad, man?
I'm up for it. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, what does the crowd think too?
A couple minutes of food before we'll make it to 1 o'clock. Yeah, let's see if I had.
By the way, my Saints moved into first place of the division.
Oh yeah,
good job.
Did you see what happened with Taysom Hill? Taysom Hill, you know who I'm talking about for the Saints?
Yeah, he's a Tebow type quarterback.
He moved into the. No, he can actually throw. He moved into the 10-10-10 club for the first time in 60 years. He's now has thrown 10 touchdown passes, run for 10 touchdowns, and caught 10 touchdown passes.
Wow!
Not since Frank Gifford has that been done in the NFL. It's only been done by 5 people total, including Red Grange and Charlie Trippey, who are Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's something.
He's the only quarterback doing that right now. He's actually, comes in every now and then. Peyton, are you familiar with Taysom Hill, Mark? He's something.
No, so what did he did? What he threw 10?
He now has 10 touchdown passes, 10 touchdown runs, and 10 touchdown catches. Not since
to the Frank catches.
Yeah, Gifford. No, that's the 10-10-10 club, and plus he has more than that. But more than that, some of them. But
yeah,
he passed that today. That hasn't been done in 60 years, and he's basically for the few
because Gifford would play wide receiver too. Back in the day, you had a lot of players that would play multiple roles.
Right. So, but they don't do that much more. What he does is, for about 3-4 years now, Sean Payton, one of the few good things he's done, he brings this kid Taysom Hill out of, I think it was out of Brigham Young or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he's never really good enough to be a starter, so he uses him. They call him the Swiss Army knife. He comes in. Sometimes the regular quarterback will go out. Even when Breeze was there, Breeze would go either leave the game and he would come in and run a play, then leave and come back out. He'd line up as a receiver, as a slot back. He would go under center. He would take shotgun, and he's been doing it for a few years now. And now he has he's got, and that's just not something that's going to be done. And no one else uses a quarterback like that.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think now I'm remembering. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So here we'll start with this. We won't go back too far, but we'll start with this food picture here. So I did fried chicken a couple weeks ago. So I know, Bad Man, you like fried chicken?
I love it. Love it.
Oh man, don't make me hungry this late. Oh no. Nice.
So that's homemade deep fried chicken, and see no green stuff there.
Yes.
I remember Quark, Princess Fiona, that show with Richard Benjamin.
Yeah. Oh God, I was so excited when that came out. I'm like, we're gonna get another Star Trek show. We did get twins on that show, but
yeah, you did. Was it the Lander sisters or something? Like
yeah,
that?
It was with the.
I don't know if it was them or not.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
It wasn't too good. Didn't last either.
Yeah, one season. I think I bought that on DVD just for the.
I know, a buddy of mine did too. 2 of you bought it then.
Yeah. Oh, this is butternut squash. I love butternut squash. So. But you would like that. It's not green.
Fried chicken now? No, it's not.
Yeah, deep fried chicken. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if it's squash though. Whoa.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta have me some fried chicken, man. I'm killing me.
Yeah. It's nothing better than fried chicken. Sometimes just so good.
It's the best.
Now this is the pizza before I cooked it. So this is sausage.
Except for the onions, it's pretty good.
Oh, I love the onions. Yep. So
that's true, Larry. Chuck Heston played a Saints quarterback in a movie called Number One, and it was filmed in New Orleans. Insane way.
Wow.
Bang way.
What is that? What is that? Is that a pizza?
That's a pizza, yeah. So it's
what kind of dough is that?
Homemade Marc dough. I made it from scratch with the problem is when you put the tomato sauce on, it's a little watery there, so that burns up.
No, but what gets me is that crust. I mean, it's not a circle. Nice. It's just is that.
Well, you never make it perfect. I mean,
well, yeah, I do because I've got that compulsion.
You got OCD.
Some things it's like it needs to be a circle. It needs to be pretty. But hey.
I don't worry about it that much. It's just like you start throwing it, and then you got it circle, and then you could cut the dough if you want it, but it's kind of the charm of the homemade pizza. So you just do it like that. I'm sorry about the green stuff, Clever. There's your basil.
Why is that on there?
It's a fresh basil. Lisa would like that, yeah.
It's too thick on there, so it's gonna make it taste yucky. Or I mean, it's gonna be like bad texture to it.
Yeah. So that's cooked, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a tactile thing when you have like too much confetti on there. But not quite as bad, but still.
You can't. The basil just kind of mixes in. Yeah, probably should put the basil underneath the sauce. I think next time.
Yeah.
And then put the cheese.
I don't
on
know,
top.
man. Why do that to beautiful pizza?
Oh, it tastes so good. The basil, yeah, with the tomato. Yep.
Basil faulty. Basil. You know what'll happen to you if you've been gambling? You'll have to sew them back on first.
Man, no, that's good. I'd eat that too, even though it's got green.
Well, I can make it for if you come up here and visit. I'll make it without the green stuff. Yep.
Thanks. And a lot of pepperoni and cheese.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I got to have me some pepperoni and a lot of pepperoni and some cheese.
Well, these pizzas came out really good, though. Oh, so good. And Don's pizza the way it was made to be.
Except for the green stuff.
Except for the green stuff.
That's a small, bit of a tiddler, isn't it, though? Yeah, it looks small.
Well, it's like a 12-inch pie. I mean, if you eat two of these, you're pretty full. I mean, it's...
yeah.
Pretty darn good.
Why is it shaped like the Millennium Falcon?
I was trying to make the Millennium Falcon in pizza. Yep.
Okay. It's a fair call. It looks like it, man. I'm telling you. It may not look like much, but it's got it where it counts, kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Who wants to make things even? And then I made nachos. It's not, the best looking nachos, but
yeah, it looks
football.
Good. I'd eat those.
You'd eat those, right?
Well, on further review, you got jalapenos in there, don't you?
Yeah,
no.
You got jallops. I see jallops and jalapenos and jabunions.
For onions, my wife yelled at me for putting onions in there. Yeah.
Oh, should. Ugh. Onions.
Lemon pie likes the basil, but yeah, I like onions, so put some onions in. But she ate it. Yep. No, this was dinner last night. This was from Dinosaur Barbecue. So pulled pork, wings,
it's got
beans.
coleslaw on it, doesn't it?
Well, you're supposed to put the coleslaw.
No, coleslaw. Oh, no, don't put that on the pulled pork.
You have.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Yeah.
Oh, that's evil. Everything looks
good. That's the way they do it down south. Yeah.
And they do it down here too, but none of them I can help it.
Well, you had a choice.
Don't put
you had
that
free will.
Crap. Yeah, don't put that crap on there. No, it's like when I go to Cane's, Raising Cane's. It comes with a coleslaw, but you can substitute. An extra piece of toast.
Okay. I do love myself some coleslaw, but yeah, if you don't like it, that's the traditional pulled pork sandwich. Has coleslaw on it.
Wow.
The mac and cheese was really good too, and the beans were. Everything was good there. Dinosaur Barbecue. So.
Oh yeah, where's that at? Where's that?
Well, I mean that's a chain, Dinosaur Barbecue, but this one was in Syracuse, New York. But
sorry, they got beat by Boston College, by the way, didn't they?
That was a horrible game
to watch.
Game? I was a special correspondent for the Dad Man show there.
Yes, there you go.
Were you?
Yeah.
And,
ACC.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting them in the ACC. I keep wanting to put them in the Big East.
Yeah.
As
Yeah, they're ACC now. Yeah, but they've the quarterback was out for Syracuse. He got hurt, I guess, the week before. They thought he was going to play and didn't play. And the backup was a running quarterback, and it's just not a.
I heard they lost. I just didn't hear the score. So how bad was it?
It was they lost by a touchdown, but it was the game. They should have won the game. They dropped like 4 interceptions, and there were some really bad calls. There was one pass interference call. The Syracuse player almost caught the ball, and they called him for pass interference. Like, how the heck was that? So,
crap. Yeah, LSU was hanging with Alabama until the fourth quarter yesterday, so they got crapped up, and
then they pulled away. Yeah,
and then they play Dad Man's Gators next week, don't we?
Oh God, that's gonna be ugly.
For who?
For Florida.
I think so.
That team's incompetent. That coaching staff, there's no defense. Jaden Daniels is going to run all through that. They'll put 50 up on Florida.
Daniels, that kid is pretty good if he plays.
Yeah.
But Alabama was better.
Yep.
Oh, Dabman, are you allergic to veggies?
Nope. I will eat
not,
them.
okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I like a good vegetable. I do.
Okay. Yep.
The macaroni, cheese, and mashed potatoes. So I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I will eat some green stuff. Yeah.
Fiona said the good stuff. Yeah. And lemon pie like slaw. Yep. Pulled pork gets tons of pickles. Yeah, pickles are good on pulled pork too. Yeah. Yep. So that was some good. That was a good dinner. So that we went out with all the parents and the kids and rented a room there. So this is a breakfast place. So we went this morning. So this is definitely not a Clobber and Tom's omelet.
Yeah, what? There's an omelet under there?
Well, it was like a veggie thing.
That's like a wasteland, an apocalyptic wasteland.
You would eat the toast though.
Oh no!
It was actually really good. Yeah.
Thank you, Wes.
That's good. Then my son, would you eat that? Chicken and waffles?
Oh yeah, I love those. Yeah. Hey Fiona, it's interesting you say that because I back when back in the early 90s or late 80s, whatever it was, my then wife was watching Red Dwarf, and I watched like the first couple and didn't really care for it. And then one night, it was on a Saturday night, she's laughing hysterically, and I go, "What the hell are you laughing?" I run in there, and it was the first episode of I think it was backwards. I think it's the first episode of season 3 of Red Dwarf. And I watched it, whether she'd recorded it, and I started laughing my ass off. And that's when I started getting hooked. Now, I do like the first 2 seasons now, but at the time I didn't like the first 2 seasons that much. And I just started from season 3, and for now, that's when I became hooked. Not saying it'll happen for you. You may not care for it. But again, it's crazy comedy. That first episode is really wacky, season 3 called Backwards, but I love it. It's just insane comedy, but other times it's I don't know. It's just a comedy, but it's very good science fiction in it sometimes as well. But who knows? You may not be your thing. The garbage platter.
Well, I don't technically. I got it correct. I don't think it was an omelet. I think it was considered like just a egg thing. Yeah, it's called. The place is called Nestico's 2. Let me look at the menu.
Who had the waffle
of my son?
Waffles. They have some place that used to serve that down here. Still chicken and waffles. I think they still have it at Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I love chicken and waffles.
They used to.
Yeah, just good stuff. Yeah, really good. Yeah. Let's see if I can get the menu here. Let's see. Well, there's cinnamon. They had cinnamon roll waffles too, which were really good. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's called. Was it a healthy Western scramble? I think they just call it like a scrambler because it was just like it's not an omelet, but it's just all mixed together. So, but it was quick, good service, and then
that's neat.
Is that the
chocolate?
Yeah, I think it was chocolate
pancake
and banana.
Pancake?
Oh, it was monkey pancakes. I think.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, JT was an egg casserole or something.
Yeah. So I think it was, it's like, what do they call it? Monkey? Monkey something. Yeah, because it was chocolate and, let's see here. Where's the menu here? What was that one called? Oh, Chunky Monkey. Chocolate chips and banana with banana cooked inside. Yep. Let's see. What was the eggs?
It's not Waffle House. You're supposed about.
No, they don't do.
Yeah, no.
No, it's pancakes, so it wouldn't be the Waffle House.
Yeah. So here, so this other one was the scrambler. Was the
there you go.
So it's 3 eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, turkey sausage, tomato, mushrooms. Is that what that was?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You know the missus and I thought about. No, that's too. That's too much liquidy stuff like mayonnaise stuff in there for me. So, but you know, Mrs. and I have talked about doing a live little thing at the Waffle House one night.
There you go, Matthew Pounder. Matthew Pounder, what's up, my friend?
Hey, Matthew. Good morning.
Chap. Good morning to you, old chum. I know it's morning to you there. Early morning though.
Geek and I, Nestico, you've heard of them, or I think it's just a one-off play, or unless you look at the menu. Yeah, 4 eggs, onions, peppers, mushroom, broccoli, sausage, home fries, pepperoni, choice of cheese, and toast. Yep, frittata. Yep. And of course, these are just hash browns and eggs. Yep. And then that was my breakfast. That was
that's apples.
Apples,
pancakes and sausage. That's good.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't. The apples were from a can though. They weren't fresh apples, so that lost points for that. So it was salted caramel, buttermilk pancakes topped with warm apples and caramel drizzle. With
it's not really a fancy place, right?
No. It's a diner. Yeah, it's a diner. So
that'll work. And
I got sausages, but it was good. But it wasn't. I was hoping for fresh cooked apples, so it wasn't bad. But yeah, so it's up in Syracuse, New York. Here, I put the restaurant here. If anyone's up in upstate New York, yep, here's the place. Yeah. So it was fun. Yeah, it was good service and fast, and that's why I love breakfast places. You're in and out, like you're not waiting forever either. So that was good. Yeah.
Everybody likes Waffle House every now and then. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Coney Island, a Greek breakfast.
Sorry,
that's
sorry.
okay. Yep.
Good.
Oh, that's okay. Yep.
I was gonna say, Fiona said, he says you need to start this while it's early enough to eat something. Midnight is a rough time to be tempted. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, damn it, Mark.
Yeah, but Waffle House is open.
Yes, all night, 24/7. You know they're in trouble. You know things are happening if they close.
And then what else? Jack in the Box is open all night.
Yeah.
Who else is open all night? I think it's just them, probably like fast food or something.
Oh, True New York Diner. Yeah, that's just a classic diner. You go at like 2 a.m. and get pretty much whatever you want. Yeah, but I love getting breakfast after midnight was always always great. There's something good about that. It doesn't make sense, but it's good.
After late football games, everybody goes to. We used to go to IHOP.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, it's comfort food.
Or in New Orleans, right? So they had a place called the Swamp Room. That wasn't breakfast, but they were open all night. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, it needs caramelized sea bugs. Not on my pancakes. Yeah. Not on my pancakes. Yeah.
You're right. Not good to eat late. I hear you, Fiona.
It isn't good. That's my downfall usually. Yep.
Yes.
That's for sure. Yep. Well, too bad you can't see the clam. You can all use the clam icon, but it doesn't.
Swamp, man, I want me a swamp burger now. The place is good. It's a bar that has a grill, it's got a restaurant in it. But
You know what happens too is your clothes tend to shrink in the closet when you eat late at night too.
Yeah, they'll shrink on you. That's
in the closet. Yeah. That's what happens. Yeah. Oh, and then this was a sign in the restaurant.
We don't have Wi-Fi. Pretend it's 1985. I like it. Talk to each other. Wait, they wrote that in cursive. No kid's gonna be able to read it.
Yeah, they can't read it. Yeah. talk to
No
each
child
other.
can read the words "talk" to each other on that. No, Zoomer, right?
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Yeah.
Don't they? Did they stop teaching that?
I think most places stop teaching cursive. Yeah. Now some people think that they should.
They should,
or to
teach.
help memorize things, or to help. When you take notes by hand, you just remember them a lot better than by typing. And I'm a computer person, but
I have the IQ of a rotten carrot, and I can write in cursive. So yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're not gonna. Kids aren't gonna remember that one. Yep. That's or be able to read that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pathetic, but that is a great site. I love it.
Yeah.
So Screw Wi-Fi. In fact, we have it says we have an energy field dampener that blocks out your phone signal altogether. No 5G in here. You must speak to each other. Nope. In fact, it turns your phone, it deactivates your phones. So you can't even play video games. Smash Burger, Oklahoma onion smash burger. Smash Burger. We used to have a smash burger here, and they closed it up.
Yep. Yeah, smash burgers are good. Yep. So I thought that was a great sign they had up there.
Onion smash burger. There you go. They have a place in New Orleans called Lee's Hamburgers, which they're all. I'll tell you about it before. They're nothing but onion burgers. All the burgers are onion burgers. They make onions in the meat.
You must hate that.
In the meat. No, I like them. They're good.
How about how you don't like onions?
So the meat, I don't want them on my hamburger.
Okay.
I don't want them. I love onion rings, for example. I don't like them raw or anything.
Okay.
So, and I don't like them in anything that I want to eat other than outside of that. But if I got onion rings or the onion burgers are different.
What if they're chopped up inside
cooked
something?
into stuff? Usually don't. Like when my mom puts them in some kind of pasta she makes, I can't stand that. Generally don't like them for that. But I love me some onion rings.
All right. Yep.
It just depends. I
love onion rings too. Yep. Love onion rings too. Yep.
No, I want onion rings. Shit.
Yes, there you go.
Mark.
Yes, onion rings. Well,
damn
all
it,
the
Mark.
places are closed with onion rings this time of night, though.
I don't know
if you find a late Burger King.
We got to play the place on Checkers. It's open till 2. But
that's right. They do have. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No.
And Whataburger's open all night. That's another one. Whataburger's 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, I mean, the thing is, do you like beer battered or breaded onion rings? See, I like, I think more the breaded onion rings than I do the beer battered. So
I don't know. Yeah, either way, I guess. Even crappy Burger King onion rings are good.
Yes, exactly. They will in a pinch. Dairy Queen still has good onion rings. Those are the type of onion rings I really like. Those with that type of breading.
But I have to say, McDonald's still is the best French fries, though.
Yeah,
it's tough to tough to beat McDonald's French fries. That's
true. And their hash browns are actually better than hash browns at any place else suck. They're like they're frozen. But somehow they probably are McDonald's too, but they do them better. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, Fannin says, if you don't know how to, Curse, how do you sign your signature on a check? Well, the kids don't do checks anymore. They Venmo.
They don't do checks, but they do have to sign some things. What if they have to sign? I mean,
they just scribble. They just scribble.
Yeah, there's stuff. I guess.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah, they just scribble. Yeah.
Peas and carrots.
That's what they do. Yep. Beer batter's good. Yep.
I'm not much of a branch guy.
Yeah.
I will not say no to a good onion ring, period, whether it's beer battered or breaded, but the beer battered, at least if I am getting them right, seem a little greasier than the more breaded one where you have more of a crunchy, it's not, and it's like a less greasy. I wish I had pictures of it. Next time, actually, I probably had pictures, but I think I deleted them, but I had to take some pictures of onion rings and come just to show you what type of onion rings I really like.
Yeah.
Do you like onion blossoms?
Onion blossoms are good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing for. I don't know if it's still.
It is. It's still there, but it's also
popular.
Popular at Outback.
Yeah,
The blooming onion.
We also they call them something different at. I think we got
The
it.
blooming
We got it
onion.
at Texas Roadhouse. Also, they had something similar. So.
Yeah, the blooming onion was pretty darn. Well, of course, you always dunked it with a ton of stuff too, right? So it was.
I know some people actually do still write checks. We do for certain things, not much. It's like the rent and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, but not often. Yeah, checks are on their way out for
Thing
the
of the
most part.
past.
Yeah. I mean, once in a while you get write a check, but so much easier to do things electronic.
Well, old people still do it. My dad still does it for some stuff.
Yeah, all checks. Yeah,
some stuff.
It just takes so much time. I mean, too. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yepper.
Yeah.
Well, some places like if you, depending on like apartments and things like that, you got to bring them a check.
Oh, they have to have a check. All right.
Not always, not all, but some like
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Put this way, I still have to bring a check every month.
That's a pain, though. It'd be nice to just do it electronically. Yeah. But yeah. In God we trust, all of those must pay cash. No.
Yipper. Healthy vegetable donuts. Bite your tongue, Matthew.
Ooh. I didn't take a picture of the I forgot to take a picture of the we had donuts. We had apple donuts. Darn it.
Apple donuts.
Oh, those are so good. Cinnamon apple donuts. Yeah, I forgot to take a picture of those. Yeah. Those are good. Those are good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, vegetable donuts. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually went to Bonchon, which is a Korean restaurant, and they had a donut which was like almost like a twisty donut, like a big long
cruller.
Yeah, almost kind of like that, long, thin, but it was cinnamon sugar, all that stuff on that. I mean, it was really, really a good donut that we had. So, nice. we were really happy with it. So, but that's I mean, it also had like a melted sugar sauce for it to go on. But nothing will top that stupid Krispy Kreme bread pudding was over the top. We had though with you, Clobby. That thing was that. Oh yeah, Krispy Kreme bread pudding. Oh man, that thing.
Yeah, at Walk-Ons, Krispy Kreme bread pudding is man, it's decadent.
That it is. That it is. So definitely beats clam anything. But hey,
words.
Mark would put clam on that.
So here's the. I mean, they all look the same, I guess. But yeah, the baked. You guys have had these, right? Fresh apple donuts with the cinnamon and sugar.
I think so.
Well, it's probably a northeastern thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've had apple fritter. I've had the closest thing might be apple fritters.
We've had fritters. Yeah, not the same as that, but yeah, we've had.
These are apple donuts. Yeah, they're great with coffee.
Nice.
Sometimes they put like apple pie in the middle, but that's more of an apple fritter, I think. But yeah, you just get cinnamon apple donuts. Cider, what do they call it? Or cider donuts. So it's apple cider, flour, brown sugar.
My present condition, this is pure torture.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yep. Unsalted butter, ground cinnamon, sugar, lots of sugar, apple juice. Yeah, they're good. Yep. It's a good healthy American breakfast. Yep.
There you go.
But with the apple orchard you go to, and they're just you're gonna make whatever use them up. So yeah. Yeah, Brian, that's not a churro. That's it's just an apple donut. Yep. So it's got to be a northeast. I'm guessing it's a northeastern thing or northern thing with apple farms and stuff. Yep. Yeah, in Michigan. Yep. This is your Muslim uncle. Yep. Well, I hope we got everyone hungry tonight. Yep. We keep increasing our audience. I think the more we talk about food, but that means that's a good sign. It gets people to leave, or maybe they went to the kitchen to get some food. But
yeah,
that's good. Good stuff. Yep. All right, we got to do a little bit of enabling, I guess. And then we're definitely going. We're having too much fun tonight. But Mondo Shop had a couple of cool things I should show. So let's go to Mondo Shop and show those. Let's see. Here we go. Hungry Boy's not here, but there's a new Godzilla figure. Let's see. Mondo's always got some. And I think it's Godzilla month coming up, or Godzilla week, or something Godzilla. So, look at that Mecha Godzilla, King Ghidorah mug. Ooh, that's already sold out. I love Mecha Godzilla. There's something so cool about it. And then this I was showing on. This was freaking Raquel out, but this McReady 1/6 scale is just amazing. 1/6 figure, and it's not. I gotta say, it's not that expensive for what you're getting too.
How much is it?
I think it was $285. I mean, it's it's not.
A lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but I think you're getting.
I know what you're saying. I'm not saying it's not great.
Yeah. It was well done for what you're getting. It's sometimes you get these things and you're like,
good old McCready.
Oh, thank you, Fandy. If Saturday was Godzilla's 69th birthday, I knew that Godzilla was in the news. God, he's 69. He's old. Yeah.
Wow.
Hope we can still get his atomic breath out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the JTS really detailed, really well done. Great likeness. And of course, I love it when they do these diorama pictures too. Like the Thing.
Great movie.
Of course, that freaked Raquel out. She was screaming.
Yeah.
I'm used to it now, but it's one of the grossest creatures ever.
No, well, I wasn't. Remember when the guy saw it?
And the dog, so gross. Yeah. They do a great job with these likenesses now, too.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Oh,
Bubba Doom, what's up, dude?
Bubba Doom, hey.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yep. I'm getting ready for bed and I see donuts. Sorry, Bubba Doom. I'm going to thank whoever passed out the membership. Mark, have you seen the Elgu Giga printer? No, I haven't. Let me check it out right now.
He's enabling you.
Enabling me.
I believe that was what's that? Our new friend, Tattoo Sam. How did they say his name?
He's actually from Switzerland. Yeah, let me check. I left all the.
I'll find it. You can go look.
Tattoo Sema had donated some memberships. Yep. Elgu Giga printer. Oh wow, 800 by 800 by 1,000. Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Is this the one, Bubba, you're talking about? Wow, that's a huge printer. I could really print a huge doomsday machine there. Wow. That'd be awesome. 800. So most printers are like 300 by 300 by 300. Well, look how big that is. Oh my God. That's amazing. And yeah, the printers are getting faster and faster too. That's the big that's one of the big things about them is in improvements is they get faster and faster. Wow. That's awesome. Well, for architects and things too, that'd be great. Wow. Oh, you can take the screen with you. Yeah, 3D printing it's in infancy right now, but it's gonna get better. Oh wow, you can have 4 heads at once. Wow, that makes sense. Yes, because you do 4. Yeah, the speed. Wow. Well, you just enabled me, but I don't think I can. I don't know how much. Oh, it's on Kickstarter. I don't know how much it is. Do they have the price? Let's see. That's amazing. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, why didn't I think of that before? Let's see. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Bubba. And thank you so much for that super chat. So, hey, we got to play something cool for Bubba Doom for that. So let's see. What would be fun to play for that? Yep.
He gets excited playing with toys.
He knows how to have a good time. Besides, it's not exactly a toy. You heard the chief. He spent hours making that.
Thank you, Bubba. Yep. Yeah. What you can never have too many toys, right? Yep.
Yep.
Thank you again for that. Let me get back. Let's see here. So let's see here. It's a nerd moment. Talking with the wife, she was trying to get the phone. I kept her on, told her she's. Let's see, you play D&D together. So nerdy. Released her from my hold person spell. That's a D&D joke. Yeah. And Bubba Doom's gonna make space yard space marines. Oh man, that would be awesome. Like, instead of having the lantern boy hold or whatever, have space marines for your yard. That thing is so damn huge. Yeah, the printers are gonna just keep getting better and better and better. But anyway, this figure is just amazing. So it's $265. I'll put the link in. It's Mondo Shop if you go to it, and then there's also a version that's a little bit cheaper. They did this for Godzilla Day. That's what it was. Yeah, so they had the Godzilla collection for Godzilla Day. Some cool stuff. And wow, $600. Yeah. Gojira from 1954. I think this is great. Snacking on a jet plane. See when Godzilla gets hungry at night. That's great. Yeah.
That is amazing. Love it. Yeah. The original Big G.
Yeah, the Big G. Original gangster. Yep. So I'm just spinning through these, but
wow. Dallas
stuff there. I'm going through fast, but yeah, there's posters and and then they also have here's the collectibles. So let's just see what the other. So it's $265 versus $235. It's like, all right, easy enough for me to say, but by the time you're spending, if you can spend $235, what's another $30, right? So. Oh yeah, you can make an army of doomsday machines. Yeah. Oh, thank you, your Muslim uncle. You could reshoot the thing with that figure. Yeah, it is that cool. All right, we're gonna play a cool clip here. Your Muslim uncle. Let's see here. Well, that's a good one. Let's see here.
Groovy.
And we'll give another. We'll do another one. Let's see. Where's a good one here? We played a lot of these tonight. So, here's the best Blake 7 quote in my humble opinion.
And Callie in your place, would you?
Probably not. What about you?
What about me?
Why don't you go?
You are expendable.
And you're not?
No, I'm not. I am not expendable. I'm not stupid, and I'm not going.
I love that.
Classic. Yep. Yeah, someday I plan to 3D print anything. Starship models, Power Ranger morphers. Well, Donnie, I would say get a small 3D printer to start with. One that's not too expensive. Don't get the Giga one, even though as awesome as that looks, and teach yourself. And if you're doing small figures, the best is not the FDM printer, but the what's the other kind of printer? I'm drawing a stream brain blank right now, but the it's not the melted plastic. It's where it's I'm forgetting what you call it now, which is really bad. Cleberham, what's the other kind of printer that's not a 3D?
You mean other kind of printer?
Yeah, I'm forgetting right now. What there's FDM, and then there's also someone on the chat will help me out, because I'm forgetting.
Total.
I
don't know.
Resin printer. God,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're streaming for a few hours and you just can't find the word. So it's a resin printer. But Donnie, yeah, resin printer is better for small figures and details. Inkjet laser dot matrix, JT Kirk. Yeah, I can remember dot matrix printer. Yeah, but resin. Yeah, resin printer. It's getting easier. Yeah, get the printer Mark can't think of. Resin. God. And that's what happens sometimes when you're streaming. You just can't remember the word. Yeah. Fiona says everyone to catch that quote too. Yeah, Holmes have a 3D printer and a mini CNC machine. So I do have a nice CNC machine at work, and the thing is the programming is what takes the most time, and the setup of the machine. You need to have a lot of skill to do that. But you can pretty much make anything these days, which is which is incredible. So, my dad had a lathe and a Bridgeport in the basement. And he would that's where he invented the tool. He made it in the basement. So, you can pretty much make anything. So, a lot of skill. But the computer, makes it easier. Or once you've got the program, then you can repeat it. But it's. I added that to the card. I wanted to show the picture of the Black Lagoon 6 scale. That's pretty darn cool too. Yep. Good stuff. Yep. How much is this figure?
Well, that's nice.
That's awesome too. Oh, 185. Yep. Not cheap either, but not bad either for what you're getting. Yep. No Doom Eternal. Omega Red. He's not not in the comics as much anymore. Omega Red. He was kind of like a Sabretooth light kind of villain, like a Russian version of Sabretooth, I guess.
They even used him on the animated show.
Yeah. Cool idea for with those. What did he have? Like he had, was he? Was it a mutant power, or was that that was a cyborg with the tentacles that came out of his arms? Tentacles. I can't remember. Was that a?
I think he had those.
Because he was a mutant, right?
Huh?
He was a mutant, wasn't he?
He was way after my time. I only saw him on the cartoon.
I'm trying to remember, but he was an X-Men villain.
Yeah, but he came along after I dumped the X-Men. I only saw him on the cartoon, which I watched about a year or so ago. And I don't know if he was. I think he was a mutant.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if he was all cyber. Oh, they're saying here lab engineered super weapon, kind of like a Weapon X. But I think he had mutant powers. But we got this awesome chat here that'll let us know. Yeah. So but those are 1/6 scale. So those are big figures. Yep. Harlequin. Yep. Magneto. Yeah, they just got some great stuff here. So. Really, really good. Yep. Hey, RRTNZ. How's it going?
Hey, RR.
It's 10:30 p.m. in Western Washington, says Don.
Done.
Let me put this link in. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about Mondo Shop enough. So go spend some spend some money there if you can. Yep. Well, I think it's well worth what you get there. I mean, it's just great stuff. All right. Well, now I think we're going to leave because it's really 2:30 in the morning. So I'm getting a little tired and getting words like resin.
Yeah, there
you guys.
2:30. You mean 1:30?
Well,
for you,
quote unquote, it really is 2:30 in the morning.
Well, yeah.
With the time. Yeah. Yep.
I got you.
So let's say. I'm going to say good night. First of all, I want to thank Dad Man for being here. Oh, wait, we got to plug the Mrs.'s channel.
Yep.
Yeah, she's doing her first show Monday night. Why don't you plug that, Dad Man? Because we don't want to plug your channel anymore. We got to plug your wife's channel.
Absolutely. Let me do this real quick, if you don't mind. I should have had.
You got something to share?
Yes, I do. Real quick. Sorry about that. I should have had it ready.
No.
But yeah, because she made this graphic, so folks, and It's let's see. I just got to get it. I just got to get the screen to.
No, you take
bring
your
up.
time. Yep,
But
yep.
tomorrow night,
I'm gonna plug your channel too. I'll put your link.
Okay.
Into it.
Yeah,
Why
go
not?
ahead with mine, and then go ahead and get me
The
out of the way.
missus
and
is
then-
there. The missus is there, but here's your channel too. We don't want to discriminate against Mr. Dadman.
It's
but,
okay. I mean, she's done so much for me. She needs to get above and beyond. Let me see if this is the one here. I'll bring up the slide so then you can share it.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Because I mean, she really worked hard on this, folks. If you've watched our programs, our channels, she does all my graphics for the football. Really well for everything, thumbnails, graphics for football. Just incredible what she's done. Shoot, I got to remember. I got a show Thursday with football, but this is the wrong one. Hold
And
on.
you pay her with Legos and DVDs, right?
Right. It used to be Amazon bucks, but hey. All right. I'm going to present this though real quick.
Sure. Yep. Well, the first build I know is Doctor Who, right? Lego build tomorrow night. And I have to say I'm biased because I do have that set.
Give me 1 second. I gotta.
It's a very cool. Yep, that's okay. Yep, it's a very cool set.
Just gotta make sure I got something closed real quick. So, sorry about that.
Don't share all your pictures of clam pizza. That I know you.
No, I know. I know I'm gonna have to do that too at some point. But hey, all right, here we go. All right.
Oh, and your Muslim uncle's heading out. So
good night.
Have a great week, your Muslim uncle. Thank you for being here, and thank you again for your super chat. Much appreciated.
Here we go. All right, should be there.
There we go.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., Mrs. Dadman Walking does her first live stream on her own channel. She's gonna do some building blocks. She's been working on building blocks, not a Lego brand, the last few weeks, off and on with some of our streams. But this is her first shot into the world of streaming. Join her tomorrow night. She'll tell you a lot more about the time frame, what's happened, because for a long time the plan was to get into it. But what she thinks about, what she plans to do, where she wants to go. So join her tomorrow night. This is what she's going to do, all kinds of different things, I think, eventually. But this episode being the inaugural one will be Doctor Who, building this TARDIS. And so it'll be a female doctor that you can like, with the male companion being Hungry Boy to help if there's any questions with Doctor Who and stuff like that. So
this is a special collector's edition of the Mrs. Dadman Show, number 1.
Number 1, yeah, exactly. Get in on the ground floor, subscribe right at the beginning, and she's been looking forward to this and excited because it was going to start about a year. Anyway, I'm not going to ruin it for her. She'll tell you everything with time frames and stuff like that. But you know what she does on my channel, how she does. Expect more of the same with it being on her channel. So, and thank you, Mark.
Don't forget to watch Dadman's channel too. But make sure if you had to pick between the two, at least sub to Mrs. before, right?
Exactly.
We have to say that,
Exactly.
Ladies
And
first,
and everybody can make sure you just get your Twitch notifications and your YouTube notifications. Follow me on Twitter at DadmanWalking55. Dadman Walking with the G 55 is the one to go to. So I've got a football show with Admiral Teague on Thursday. I'm going to be on Miss Martinez's channel on Tuesday night. So but hey, by all means, if you make one stream this week, make sure you make the missus here tomorrow night. Appreciate it. Thanks, Mark and Clobby. Y'all been great to all of us as a family too, not just streaming.
It was great to have met you on the YouTubes, and someday hopefully we can share clam pizza in person.
I look forward to that. Absolutely.
And here's Mrs. Link. I'd put it up before too, but here it is again. She's got a dot in there, so it's Mrs. Dadmanwalking55. Yep. So yep. So here we go. She's starting her channel, so go.
Oh, and by the way, go back and if you missed my shows, go back and get the video replays and stuff, like the candy stream from last week. Some of the recent streams we've had. Go back, exactly. Go watch them and on the videos and hit that like and help that algorithm even more. because we are at 506 as of now on the YouTube side subscribing, and 101. We just crossed 100 on the Twitch side tonight. So
congratulations. Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome job. Yep. So I'll be sent. So I had a bet, not a bet with that, but I said once you get to, I guess it's wrong to say a bet. I said once you get to 500, because I knew you can eventually get to 500 subs. I said I'd send you a clam pizza.
Yeah,
so
I'm looking forward to it. Although Mr. Angel recommended if you don't like clams, not eat it. But I said, well, I made a deal with Mark, so if he buys it, I will try it. Yeah.
And it's for fun. Yep. It's all for good fun. Yep.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Clobby. Yeah.
Oh, Matthew Pounder sub. There you go. Thank you, Matthew Pounder.
Thank you, Matthew
everyone
Pounder.
for subbing. Yep. So I'm gonna leave this up, and we'll let Clobbering Times let us know what he's got going on tomorrow night or Monday night.
Oh, here, let me pull this down. Sorry.
Who?
Yep. There we go. What you got going Monday night, Mr. Clobbering Times?
Do I have?
You got your usual show.
I don't know.
You got your usual show, right?
Oh,
you got your Monday night Marc C comic show, I'm sure, right? Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm doing anything tomorrow.
You're not doing anything? Come on.
I forgot.
You forgot.
At 7 Eastern, I'll be on with J-Man and Sean doing our Legion of Superheroes review, and at 9, Marc C Comics Talk. Since this is Doctor Who month, I'll be doing a show about Doctor Who comics, history of Doctor Who comics.
Good stuff. So there's J-Man's channel. Of course, everyone knows Clobbering Times channel here, I'm sure, but let's put that in just in case anyone's missing that. And let's put in our Discord here. And I'm going to do another shameless plug for my Doomsday Machine on coffee. Thank you to the missus again. So, your own, ice cream cone, cornucopia there. And
sub to Mrs. Dadman.
All right.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just noticed she's up to 31 already. She was at 25 earlier today.
Now.
32. Thank y'all all. So,
moving on up.
33 actually. 33.
Oh wow.
Light speed. Wow. Thank y'all.
And so I want to thank my Patreon Shooter, Brian Hepburn, RobAltis, and Larry. And I was traveling all week, and I did not get a chance to do my members list. I always want to thank all the channel members, and I got even more channel members now. So I'm going to read the channel members. And thank you so much for all those donations tonight. So I'm going to go through those. Let's see, where do I find my members? I think it's hiding under the studio here. So let me read off my members here. So, here we go. So thank you to Tatsu Sama, who's all the way from Switzerland. So thank you so much for your super chats today and for becoming a member and donating those memberships. So we've got Dark Fortune, Jonah Hex, Bubba Doom, Joseph Dredd, Claude Saling, Joe's Atmosphere, Mr. Angel, Daisy Blossom, Gwagnar, Your Muslim Uncle, Small Time Republic, RobAltis, Lisa, Larry, Jess, SBDG Girl, 88, Joe Dog, Shooter, Brian Hepburn, JT Kirk, Das Wolfen, Ever Awesome Clobbering Times, Enervative Jill, it's Courtney, and Eric K. So, I can't believe I got 25 people now. So I'm going to make sure I do that list because it's going to be a little bit longer to read. But, yeah, much appreciated. So thank you again to Tatsu Sama for those super chats and gifting the 5 memberships. Thank you, Bubba Doom, for that super chat. And, again, your Muslim uncle. So much appreciated, guys. And it's always really nice to have everyone hanging out with us on Sunday night. It's always look forward to this. Sometimes I'm tired, but when I start talking and hanging out with you guys, it's a lot of fun and always pick up the energy that way. So because I was on the road a long time today, so it was great to be back in time for this. And the Giants lost, but that was such a bad game. But they're so bad now it almost doesn't matter. I guess maybe it's worse if your team is like good or on the verge there, and then you're rooting for them. Yeah. So, but thank you. But then Daniel Jones, the rumor is maybe tore his ACL on that play. It looked like a torn ACL.
Wow.
To me too, unfortunately, because I saw when my son did
Back
that.
to Tyrod Taylor then.
He's out. He's on IR.
Yeah, there was somebody else that I'd not heard of before.
It's a third-string quarterback was in
So
today.
your son had that too, you said? Or?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Oh, DeVito.
ACL. Yeah,
DeVito.
DeVito, yeah. Your Muslim uncle made a comment in the chat last night with me about or earlier today, and he made a comment about DeVito's short passes. I think in your chat earlier tonight.
Danny DeVito, and someone made a Danny DeVito joke.
That was your Muslim uncle. He's a Raider fan.
Yeah. So yeah, if you lose with a third-string quarterback, but yeah, everyone thinks Daniel Jones. He's been jinxed this year. They tore his it looked like an ACL to me. What do I know? But of course, I tore my ACL. But the way his knee buckled on the next play, your ACL provides stability to your knee. So unfortunately, and it was a non-contact injury. It's always non-contact. When my son did it, I knew. Like I went like F. He just tore his ACL because he jumped and tried to. The guy was a screen pass and he had to change direction, and he was jumping in the air, and then he went the other way, and you could tell like right when it happened. And when I did it, you just feel it in your knee. And then I was with my buddy Chris. We go to Comic-Con together, and I fell down. I jumped and I hit sideways. I was going from a boat to like a dinghy. And it was really windy and wavy, a lot of waves, and I should have done it. And then I felt it, and I fell down. And he's like, Mark, you okay? I'm like, no, because I knew it wasn't so much the pain. It was just like, when you cut yourself or something, you're like, oh no. So JT Kirk will play for the Giants. Go Raiders. Raiders and Giants are doing similar things. Yep. So, but it was tough to see. Yeah, anyone get hurt. Yeah, it was tough to watch that, especially because the athletes work so hard. I mean, yeah, like the one thing I can't stand, like Michael Irvin when he got hurt. Courtney's not here tonight, but the Phillies were like cheering for Michael Irvin got hurt.
Laughing at him. Yeah, they were terrible.
Laughing at him. It's
a lot of people busting themselves on that crappy dump at the vet. They had terrible turf.
Yep.
Terrible turf. Yeah.
So you got a new person that came in, I think, Red Dress Press.
Oh, hey, Red Dress Press.
Red Dress Press.
Hell, yep. We're just getting out of here, but catch some of the rewind if you can. But I was just talking about, athletes getting hurt. Yeah, I just can't stand when people get happy when someone gets hurt. It was fine to not like a play or, root against them, but yeah, never for them to get hurt. But yeah, it's tough to see when it's someone and yeah, like some Giants fans maybe are, don't like Daniel Jones that much, but the guy, I'm sure these guys work really hard, and then to get hurt and not be able to perform like that, it's just it's tough. Yeah. Well, we did change the clock, so I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's messing everyone up tonight. The clock changes, but yeah, sorry about that, but you can always rewind, but so. Just want to say everyone stay healthy, stay safe. Yeah. It's always tough when you see those athletes getting hurt. But yeah, we were at the football game at Syracuse. There were so many injuries towards the end of the game. It was really bad, but nothing too serious. But yeah, I think they're gonna eventually get rid of turf, go back to natural grass where they can in most places, because that does cause more. And I'm sure my son.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
His injury. No, I was going to say, got his injury because of that. So, didn't help.
But see, here's the problem, though. I think that also that is a bit. It's easy to blame the artificial surfaces, though. But the Florida Georgia game last week. Why do they keep resodding these fields during seasons? In the old days, you had your grass field, and yeah, it could get chopped up. Yeah, you had the old baseball fields. Yeah. But they resodded that week early in the week, and one of the linebackers got tweaked his knee during practice, so he was slowed up during the game. It happened in warmups. There were obvious divots in the field, there seams and stuff, and it's like, why?
That could be very dangerous too.
Just because we have grass doesn't make it safe automatically, and then why keep changing fields during the season? You know, we used
Well,
to
the
not
old
do
days
that.
they used to let it go to mud. You know, just the grass would get worn out.
Right, you just played on the field and you did it. And I think in some ways it was safer that way than all these things. You go out there, put them down, and when they don't hold right and you get these seams in there, you got a dangerous situation like you do with a lot of the AstroTurf. But
yeah, no, it's the same. Yeah, when you put that turf down, it's got to, or the new grass down. Yeah, it needs time to grow in. So yeah, but all right. Well, let's get on out of here.
all righty, and thank you, everybody.
Yep, thank you for
Good
being
night,
here.
everybody.
Thank you, Clobbering Times. I am going to find my outro if I can. But well, first of all, thank you, Clob. And Dadman, thank you.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark. Jeez.
All right.
That was perfect.
Have a great rest of the week. Don't forget we changed our clocks, and have a great night, everyone. And I should shout everyone out now, but I'm too darn tired. So, but thank you everyone for being here, and really, really appreciate you spending time with us on Sunday night. So, have a good one, everyone. Take care.
Night, everybody.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.